The Triple B podcast is brought to you in part by Momentum Studios PDX. Momentum Studios PDX, providing professional audio services to the Northwest and beyond for 20 years. Visit www.zebdak.com. That's www.zebdak.com for more information. And by Big Box Toys and Collectibles. Visit bigboxtc.com for more information. And by support from listeners like you. Visit www.patreon.com/tripleb podcast to become a patron. And thanks again for all the support.
Why so serious?
Are really chapped.
Why are your lips so chapped?
Because I just had a fantastic salty burger.
Really?
Oh, yeah?
Salty burgers make your lips chapped?
You had a salty burger?
A salty burger.
Oh, you know what I got, Chase, for you?
Hopefully $1 million and a gun.
Nope. Okay. But I had my cousin, Victor.
Yes.
My cousin's name is Victor.
Dude, V as in Victor?
My middle name is Victor.
V as in Victor.
That's the best
but he's
name ever.
making the keychains for us that we're going to be giving to our patrons at some point here.
Shout out to Victor!
Check this out. This leather, handmade leather, laser etched Triple B podcast.
It's not Vader time, it's Victor time.
Victor.
Right. So I figured
Victor
since
down.
Victor time.
since you whined and cried the most,
Yes.
I'm going to give you this one.
What was he whining and crying about? I know he always is, but he was whining about wanting one.
Don't
Yeah,
touch
he
my
wanted one.
keychain, bro.
Let me see it.
Don't touch my
Let me see it.
keychain.
Those are cool.
Don't touch it.
I want to
You
see
can
it.
look, but you can't touch.
Let me tell the people how it is.
Don't touch it.
I'm touching it. It's really well put together. I dig it. The image is nice.
It's fucking tight.
That is tight.
Yeah,
dude.
it's pretty
It's
cool,
so-
right?
This is so tight. It can't be tight like weed anymore.
So our
Why?
Because I can't smoke it.
So weed can't be tight if you can't smoke it?
Yep.
weed's
It's
so
not
tight you can't smoke.
I think weed's pretty tight.
Well, that's a new opinion.
It is.
Zeb's a stoner now.
Whoa.
Well, don't.
I'm
We can't
not.
really.
Yeah, come
We
on.
can't say it.
I'm not, though.
Nobody's a
listens.
stoner. Marijuana is legal in
Right.
a lot of states.
A lot of people are
It's-
stoners,
who
but
cares?
I don't use I use marijuana before I go to bed and it helps me sleep.
Use it medicinally.
I don't think that makes me a stoner.
You don't use it recreationally.
Recreational.
You use it medicinally.
I got the
use it grocerarily.
I got the layout
Yeah.
different here this time. Remember how before you guys were on the top left and I was in the corner, bottom
No,
corner?
I haven't watched this. I don't know.
God, you're an idiot.
So on the
No
live
wonder you
stream,
can
we're
never
looking
get
different.
better.
Harsh.
You gotta critique yourself. You gotta see you gotta see what you do right and what you do wrong.
What do I look like? How am I presenting myself? Am I using hand gestures
guys-
enough? Am I commanding the audience?
You guys are a little off center because of when he kicked the camera, but I
Well-
kind of like that about it. So I'm gonna leave it.
Fuck me.
those big old Danners.
You know
big
what?
Steel-toe boots tromping
You know what?
around.
I'm just gonna address this right now.
Why?
Today was about maybe the 4th or 6th comment I've gotten about talking about dicks, talking about poop, all this shit.
So now you're gonna talk about it?
You know what? This is my creative fucking outlet, and if I want to talk about my fucking dangus or my bowel movements, I can.
Yeah.
But
Well,
on that note, I'll fucking trim it down. In my field of industry, we call it trimming the truck. And you know what?
I swear.
I'm gonna trim the podcast.
I swear there's a point in every episode in which you're like, all right, I'm reeling it back in. It's
Right. Well, now's that time, and I'm reeling it back in. And in my industry, we call it trimming the truck.
all right, let's
But
trim
in
the
this
truck.
industry, it's called trimming the pod.
Carl says hello.
Hey, Carl.
What's up, Carl?
Shout
Hi,
out.
Carl.
Yeah, so we're live right
Carl's
now.
for sure getting a keychain.
Why does Carl? Okay, what is
Carl-
Carl talking about here when he says I use Tylenol PM? Azrael.
Sleep.
Azrael's a big fan of you right now. He said, "Tell him, Chase," with lots of exclamation points.
Yeah, Chase is just angry at everything.
Chase wants to talk
okay.
about his dick. He's going to talk about his dick. We can't stop him.
You can't. You can't stop this train.
the D train.
Yeah.
Too funny.
All right.
Well,
but
with
moving
that
on.
said, you got the poop and dicks out of your
we're good.
system.
We're good. I haven't had any crazy things. It's good. We're good.
Didn't
Things have
you-
been normal.
Didn't
It's
you
been
just
all
break a toilet?
right. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're moving on.
All right.
We are moving on.
Good.
The Nerd Out's bathroom, though, is a joystick to turn on and off. It's fucking tight. That's the only thing I'm going to... No more bathroom talk. It's fucking tight.
You're not going to mention how you just broke my toilet, too?
It doesn't move. Have we done that? Listen to episode number 1. It's not like it's...
Well, that's the problem. What episode are we on? 93?
This is episode 93.
And,
well, maybe I should trim the truck.
Another broken
you
toilet.
should trim the truck. Chim tree.
Just another broken toilet.
Yeah, no big deal.
It's going to happen again.
How are you guys feeling, though?
Great. Fantastic.
I'm excited to be here.
A lot of new stuff going on in our lives these days, huh?
Ooh, yeah, there is, but
We're
not
busy,
get too personal.
busy little beavers.
We don't need to... Yeah.
And there's
days.
a
Talk
lot
about
of other
Netflix.
news. There's a lot of things, you know.
Well, let's start with this. Abba ran over his daughter with a
did.
car.
I did run her over, only a little bit, no big deal.
Is she okay?
How do
Yeah,
you
she's
only
fine.
run over your daughter a little bit?
Because check it out. So I'm dropping her and her friend off at home at their house. They're spazzing out, and then they're like, "Okay, we're gonna do the Drake. Was it I love you, Kiki, or whatever? In my feelings
It's called
challenge.
Kiki.
The Kiki challenge. All right, so just go like 1 mile per hour. I'm like, okay, I guess. Like, please be careful.
This is how it happens.
I
This
know.
is a nightmare.
And so my daughter's friend, she jumped out perfectly, did it, cool, fine.
Did
Then
you
it's
film
my
it?
kids' time.
Did she film
I
it?
didn't film it. They were just doing it. I was just like slowly going. And then
So tight.
and then my kid steps out to do it and just immediately steps right in front of the tire. And then but dad instincts kicked in as soon as it got her. I hit reverse and backed off.
So you ran over her foot.
Yeah, so it just went a little bit up.
Like-
It didn't get up to her ankle or anything, but it did cause a bad sprain because it was sideways.
Yeah, I mean, cars are relatively heavy.
It was, but you know what I
Dude,
learned? What's
what if
interesting?
you killed your daughter over Kiki?
I know,
That song
I'd
would
sue
be
Drake.
ruined forever.
I would sue Drake. I know. I was like, Samara, do you still like this song? She's like, it's fine. Like, I
dude.
can't hate you, Drake.
It didn't
Dude, when she
traumatize
like
her.
graduates high school or college or like pops one out or like whatever big moment,
What?
you're gonna be like, hey, daughter. I don't know if you call your daughter babe. I don't know, but like,
Hey, daughter.
Hey, daughter, babe.
just- you're
Daughter
gonna be like,
of
you remember
mine.
when that?
Oh, it'll be a
remember when
funny
that
story.
Kiki song was tight and I ran you
Yeah,
over?
I ran you
Know
over.
it?
But apparently it's happening to a lot of people.
Yeah,
that are
yeah, yeah.
trying to do
It's
the
like a
challenge.
statistic.
It's silly.
Well, it's a
So I
really
was telling
stupid
her.
thing.
It is dumb
to
And
do.
I mean, it was my fault because being the adult and the parent, I shouldn't have been the. All right, I'll be the cool parent and let you guys do the thing. I should have, just said
Get in
no.
the fucking car.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Exactly. So a bit my fault, but it could have been worse, and so I'm grateful that it wasn't a big deal. I did learn though that when you get your foot run over by a car, it is pretty much the same pressure as getting your foot run over by like a bike.
Oh,
Because of
it's
the
evenly distributed.
the weight is evenly distributed.
I don't
so,
buy it.
I don't know.
like
You want to go test that
so
theory?
if you run
Kinda, I
over,
got steel toes on.
because
Let's-
if you run
let's
over
test
just
Danners.
the
Shit.
top of your foot, yeah, it shouldn't
camera.
hurt you too bad.
Huh.
But because hers was sideways, that's the reason. And
Oh.
then of course the pressure if you get onto more different parts and bones. And
I wish the
stuff.
live stream could just be pointed at my fucking
But that's what the doctor
shoes.
said.
I could point the camera at your boots.
Yeah, we'll show the world
You
my
show
But
the
I'm not
difference.
going to.
You're in Danners. I'm in workout shorts.
some goddamn Danners and fucking.
I just-
construction chase. Now.
I just had a
crazy.
sneezing fit
yeah,
right before we went live.
I'm
I haven't
worried.
sneezed in months.
I was thinking about it the other night. I go on these sneezing fits, and it'd been a long time, like a surprisingly long time since I had one, and then boom, right there, thinking about it, and it happens.
And
You gotta be careful
I
what
wish
you
we
wish
were
for.
live. I wish we were live when
We
it
are
happened.
live.
Well, when it
Oh, when
happened,
that happened,
because
yeah.
he's crying, he can't breathe, sneezing. It's like Jesus,
I wish you people could have seen
he's
that.
gonna die. It's hilarious.
He's
And,
going to die from sneezing.
and then I tried to lighten the mood.
I
with a
might
little-
die from sneezing.
with a little Weird Al, and everybody gets fucking mad.
Yeah, Chase thinks just playing music from his phone is enjoyable for everybody else around him, except for him. But guess what? That's how that works. You like it, nobody else does.
I'm a vibrator, dude. That's what I do. I set the vibes, and it's a good vibe.
Are you a vibe setter or a vibrator?
Yeah, you're
Both.
supposed to rate the vibes. You can come in, you
You're
can
not
go, I
supposed
don't
to
like
set
the
the
vibes right now. But yeah, you're not setting the vibes.
Well, hey, now that everybody's here and watching,
You ain't
and
setting
we're all
the
together,
Ah,
welcome to the Triple B podcast. I'm Zeb. That's Abba and Chase, as always. Today we went to the Nerd Out
Yeah.
PDX.
which we've been to before, but we figured it was about time we got back around there to go say hi to Mitch.
Yep, it had been a while, and we're coming to an end with our pizza places.
So we just kind of went to an old classic, and you know what? Felt great. Felt right today.
It sure did.
It was the perfect restaurant for the perfect day, with the perfect friends, with the perfect face.
It was good. And you know what was weird was that like our courses came out before our appetizers, and I actually didn't mind that.
It was a little
like at first I was like, oh, that's weird.
It was a little like maybe the timing of the cook was a little
well, everything
off,
was
but-
fast. Like everything was out real quick.
Yeah, totally.
but it was great.
Of course.
It was great. It was absolutely delicious. Loved it.
What
Had a great time.
What did you have, Zeb?
I went a little bit out of my comfort zone and tried something that I wouldn't necessarily.
Usually order in a restaurant.
Yeah, and I got
right?
the beef stroganoff.
You went DJ Zone.
That's some DJ Zone
That
shit, isn't
is
it?
totally-
Straight up.
I'll
God
take the
damn
beef
it.
stroganoff.
I'll get the stroke.
I'll put a pound of salt and pepper
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, you got a brick of cheese. Grate it right up in there.
Meatballs and eight
Was it?
gallons of soy sauce.
Did you enjoy it?
No, it was good. It was really good.
Nice.
Nice.
I got it with the beef. You can get just the stroganoff without the beef, which that was good enough by itself. I didn't need the beef, but
And you got a couple the famous deviled eggs.
Yeah.
Those deviled eggs are still, I love them.
I love a good deviled egg.
Me too.
I mean,
I
who
actually
doesn't?
had deviled eggs for dessert.
I hate a bad deviled egg. Like
yeah.
a mustard heavy, just.
I
Yeah,
don't mind a decent amount of mustard.
But no, I'm talking like, Grandma makes the worst deviled eggs.
your grandma makes bad
No,
deviled
really.
eggs. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
Well, you know what?
No. I'm gonna say this, and it's not to hurt anybody's feelings. It's not like none of my family listens to this. My dad's wife, Chris, she's a great lady. My
Well, you don't
stepmom,
have to
love her.
drop names.
Her deviled eggs are fucking horrendous. All right?
No, and
they're
that's
horrendous.
the thing. I
They're
don't
unedible.
I don't like
Unedible.
eating deviled eggs made by somebody that I don't know too well or I don't trust. You
But
know?
like somebody who can do a nice deviled egg,
Yeah.
give me a plate.
But
I'm
then it's
farting.
like,
I'm farting all night.
I don't know what your living situation's like. Picturing you like
Right.
handling eggs,
Right. It's gross.
scooping out my yolks.
Mayonnaise, old mayonnaise, and then the water's coming in. They're not mixing the mustard. You get the juice of the mustard.
Deviled eggs are kind
Ugh.
of in vogue
Nightmare.
in today's food scene here in Portland. You can go to just about any
Really?
bar or restaurant around town, and they got deviled eggs.
They're booming.
Yeah,
Dude, I got chales. I think that's how you say it.
Come
Chales.
on.
chales.
You got a
Chales.
ball. You got a ball bender.
Some big old strips of pork belly, fried pork belly, with some cilantro, radish, and then some fried
yums.
cactus. It was good, man.
grilled. It
was
had
digging
grilled
that.
lime and lemon. I
Yeah,
think.
orange actually. It was
Okay.
like a blood orange or
Fair
something.
enough.
It was really
It was
good.
orange
though.
with cinnamon on it. Huh?
Yeah, dug that, and then also had the grilled cheese. They called it the growed up grilled cheese because it has bacon and mushrooms and onions and stuff. Real good. Real
Nice.
good time.
What'd you have, Chase?
I ordered the.
If you don't mind me asking.
Hey, I appreciate you asking. That's nice.
Thank you for asking.
Good
sir.
conversation going on here. This feels like it's going well. I had a potato with
You didn't have
Is
a
that what you had? A potato?
Well, I'm just kidding there. Jesus Christ, it was going well.
Okay,
And
okay. You had a potato.
We were doing good.
What else did you have with
We
the
were
potato?
doing good. We
it's
weren't
fine.
dicking. We weren't shitting.
It's fine.
We were
What-
talking.
All right, potato.
I'm trying to fucking learn how to do this.
All right,
What-
we're good. We're
All right.
good.
Have.
Potato.
So I ordered a side of potatoes thinking they were fucking French fries. I was like, oh, they got a deep fryer because last time, no deep fryer. Turns out they don't have a deep fryer. They're potatoes. In a bowl with cheese, bacon, and a nice, like maybe an aioli, if you will, on top. Nice. Nice. It was good.
Okay.
And then I had their version of the In-N-Out Thousand Island Burger.
It's made like a Big Mac.
Is a
and-
Cali burger or
Cali
something? Is that
burger.
what it's
But
called?
give it a take. It's like a gourmet, Big Mac.
Mhm.
2 patties,
It's got
buns.
Yeah, and
special
if you notice, the
sauce.
bun is sliced to where there's another bun in
Very
between.
good. Very nice.
2 patties.
Good burger.
Stuff.
Had the mac salad. I think Abba did too. Good mac
Mhm.
salad. But the highlight of the whole shebang, Mitch rolls in. Hey, Mitch, what's up? Sits down. We have a nice combo. We're like,
You don't
"Man,
have to explain the
we're-
situation.
well, I'm just painting a picture for the fellow listeners.
You're painting a great
Well,
picture.
we tried.
And we were like, man, we need some dessert. He goes, you know what, boys? On me.
Try the.
I appreciate that. That
You're
was very
saying
nice.
we had to try the what were they called? Fluffy
cakes.
Fluffy cakes. And he's like, I put a little extra egg whites in them. There's a nice peanut butter fucking chocolate spread, and he wasn't lying.
No,
it was fucking nice.
He was not lying.
A little nice little grilled banana. It was nice.
Dude,
it was
chocolate, peanut butter, fluffy cakes
It was a great
with
mixture.
the banana
Cream.
and the whipped cream.
and
that
that
whipped cream was good.
saltiness on top of the whipped cream. Shut up. Go fuck yourself.
You get the perfect bite with a little bit of everything.
Yep.
It was a
and
good
then
time.
Yep.
You die.
We
I
held court.
I loved it.
We were there a good hour or so. It was fun. Had a beer. It was nice.
Yeah.
Good, great restaurant. Great bathroom. They had Independence Day playing on the projector.
Always a good time.
Come on.
Welcome to Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great time.
You
The
can't-
Nerd Out, man.
and
3
you can-
Bs.
You can take your kids there. You cannot go wrong with this spot. It is a family friendly, fun experience.
But
Simple
they
menu.
also have drinks. They have a
course.
bar.
Yep.
Good atmosphere.
You bring your kids, get hammered.
Drive home. Right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Welcome to Portland.
Fuck your wife. Get off with your day.
Fuck your wife. Where did that come from?
All right.
I don't know, man. I've been hanging out with fucking truck drivers. It's weird.
Are things weird?
Things aren't all right. So whatever.
Things are kind of weird. You got a new job.
I did. I'm a company man. I got my hat on. Cal Portland hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Company man.
I'm a company man. Just
Wearing
like
the work
Jesus.
hat.
I'm like Jesus. I work with my hands. I was a company man. I'm a carpenter man. But like a
But
truck,
you got
I'm a
your
truck driver.
job.
But yeah.
You're not a truck driver necessarily. You're mixing concrete.
I'm a truck driver, dude.
Well, yeah.
Driving an 18-wheeler
That's tight.
with all kinds of buttons and shit that can kill you.
Yeah.
It's a 73,000-pound truck.
I know, and you keep sending us pictures and videos. And I'm like, I hope he's paying attention.
It's
to
dangerous.
What's going on.
It's dangerous as fuck, dude. You can't be texting and driving to that fucker. Grinding gears. Fucking killing people. So far so good. First week. I had to wait it was a long process. I had to test, I had to interview, I had to pass.
You may have had to test more than once.
Yeah, may have
For-
cheated on it.
Shut
the
up.
First time.
Oh, shut up. Oh, Jesus Christ. I
Hey,
shouldn't.
you're in. You're in.
I'm in. I shouldn't be in. I got there. It's good money. It's not a whatever. The people are fucking cool. And that was really nerve wracking to me.
All right.
That, I'm not going to fit in. It's a bunch of people. I might look like a fucking redneck from Castle Rock, but I'm not. Like, I've never lived that life.
But hey, people's people, you know.
Yeah, you're very fashion forward.
Right.
Very much so.
Right. And, yeah, I don't know what that means. Maybe.
I don't know what that means anymore.
But I got my Danners on, man. I fucking fit in. But it's been a crazy week. But it's been a good week. New job, new experience. It's a skill. I'm holding the CDL. There's
Yeah, man.
my life has changed pretty drastically. No getting blasted anymore.
You're an important part of society.
You remember
now,
getting
building
blasted?
things.
Remember when we used to get blasted?
Blasted? Yeah.
Blasted was tight.
Yeah.
I mean, that was fun. you know?
Blazed and wasted, man.
Can't do it anymore, man.
No, don't really do it. You know,
No.
don't do it anymore.
You're a man now.
I can't. I feel more of like a man than I've ever felt in my life. Like
Yeah.
it's weird.
That's good.
My
though.
dick grew 3 inches last week.
Really, just whoop. Just came
That's
untucked.
the only one. That's the only one.
Well,
I swear to God.
Good,
I'm back.
good. I'm glad we
Um,
cleared that up.
Yeah. Dudes. I mean, I wish you guys could just come and experience this for 4 hours.
Oh, your selfies of you
It's
in the construction outfit.
hard hat. I'm wearing a hard hat. I
You
got
look like
ear
you're playing
protection
Halloween
all
You
the
look
time.
Like a
I
kid
have a
playing.
vest. I got a vest. I got eye protection. I got ear. Working with earplugs? You can't work with earplugs in an office.
No.
What the
well,
fuck?
actually, we do use earplugs a lot.
Really?
Yeah, just to drown out other people.
Yeah, because fuck.
At your work, you use earplugs?
Yeah, yeah.
These
if,
people
you
are
know,
loud, man.
If we're trying to, if you got to focus on something and you don't want any interruptions, we'll put in earplugs. Why not?
When you're counting diamonds, or whatever you do. So today I was pouring massive slabs of concrete for. They're making. How do you say that? Zirconians?
Cubic zirconia.
Cubic zirconia.
Oh, are you working?
trying.
No, are you working at the spot? The plant. It's going to be a plant, like
Yeah.
a growing spot.
Yeah.
Oh
We poured
shit,
that.
man!
We're
I'm
pouring
trying
all
to get.
that.
I want to get a job there once it's done.
Well, shit. You could be walking on my work.
You guys should talk about this.
Hey, my friend
Elsewhere
poured me.
Or whenever. I mean, just like I think it's a good
Shit.
idea. Will you stop kicking the camera?
Fuck.
Alla cosa vanno de male a peggio.
Is it fine? Should I move it? He's just making it more and more focused on him.
No, it's. I think we might have helped.
I'm
it
pretty
this last
tight.
time.
I'm pretty
it's
tight,
better,
like
so-
not weed. I'm so boring.
We got a lot of shit to talk
Yeah,
about.
let's move
today,
on.
guys.
Yeah,
This
man.
shit's
There's
been
some
crazy.
shit that I'm excited about.
Hey, did I mention Abba ran over his daughter?
Yep, we definitely talked
Father of
about
the
that
Year award?
just moments
You know what
ago.
was scary was afterwards. Then I'm telling her, I'm like, I'm really sorry, and I'm worried now that they're gonna take away my dad license. Like, I feel really bad. And then
She's like,
as soon as
"Oh,
I started
shit."
talking about that, somebody started knocking on the door, and I was like, oh shit, somebody's here to take away my dad license. CPS
You
showing
were
up.
fucking lying.
That would be rough.
Zeb, how you been? What's up? What have you been up to?
Oh, just working, same as usual.
Been good?
I got alerted the other day to a deal. Walmart was selling
Oh, this is big news.
PlayStation 4 Spider-Man bundles
Yeah,
on their website for $199.
and somehow you got in.
It's
Dude,
unbelievable.
It was a
was-
mistake on their part.
Yeah,
obviously.
I assume it was a misprice
Have
or
you
whatever.
found any info on this? Like, have they put out a statement?
Probably not. They're
Yeah.
probably not trying to let that.
No, they
leak.
probably just pretending it didn't happen
Yeah, and then they
because
got
I haven't got my shit yet,
Right, they're like,
and it was
"Fuck."
supposed to be delivered yesterday, and the whole thing on the website it just still says processing. You know.
Dude, they
better
cannot.
not try to screw you.
They cannot.
Well, I talked to customer service.
You could sue their fucking
and,
asses.
and they said the bundles
it.
aren't in the nearest distribution center, so it has to come from a different distribution center to get to me.
Ooh, they're just lying.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit.
lying,
I think they're
lying.
mad.
fucking shit.
But
yeah, somebody got
th-
fucking.
They have to
trouble.
honor it. They just have to. They took my $200.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
Oh, you're lucky. That's awesome, and I can't wait to get on some.
I know.
some live games with you, man.
Dude, I haven't had a game console.
Dude,
It's fun.
we
They're
can
fun.
we could do a triple B Twitch.
I think it'd be
night,
cool.
You know,
I
and
think it'd
just
be cool.
play some like Star Trek Online or some game like that. Or whatever.
You went to Star Trek.
Well, I know that's a free game that we can all play together.
You
Can you
afford-
think of a free game that we can all
Nobody
play?
you can afford a game. Let's play Red Dead. Let's go kill some
He's not
bitches.
gonna
Dude,
play
Carl
Red
Carl
Dead,
knows
maybe.
about this. Carl says it's
Online.
it's a Black Friday deal at Target. So
Oh, they put it early, maybe.
yeah, because they took as soon as I went to share the link with you guys, and they had taken it down.
It came. Somebody hit active on accident or some bullshit.
Some
And
somebody
that
made a
tricky
mistake.
internet, there's no getting by that internet.
No, shout out to Ryan Adam Davis, who was the guy who alerted me to the deal.
Shout out to
Nice.
Ryan. Fucking
It's always
A.
good to have a homie looking out for deals.
Yeah,
for
you should
ya.
definitely
Sure
fucking like
is.
send him a gift or something, like a $5
Um,
Starbucks card or something.
Blow 'em.
Yeah,
next
okay.
time I
I
see
wasn't
him or
gonna say
whatever.
that. You took it there, so okay.
It's fine.
I'm not
it's
the only person that says that
fine.
shit.
How was your guys' Halloween?
Oh, it was good actually. I worked and then I went to bed and worked.
Me too.
But I had a
Uh.
big Halloween party the weekend before. I played a big fucking house party, Southeast, crazy house. Like the most craziest
Southeast Crazy House.
the most craziest Portland house I've ever seen. It has a name. It's called the
Oh yeah, I know. Is it the spot off of 39th? Right off of 39th?
I don't know. It's more like off 82nd.
Oh,
It's like a big punk rock
place.
thing, dude. It was nuts.
Hmm.
It was crazy.
How did this even come about? Like,
I played in a band called the Titty Babies. Yeah, up tempo punk craziness. Rico, I work with him. He's an old man, and he plays in a punk band called the Titty Babies. And they've been having drummer problems, and I finally was like, "Fuck it, I'll do your Halloween show." So I did a couple rehearsals with them at Suburbia or whatever, where they rehearse, and it was fun. Very cool band. Good vibe.
yeah, punk is what you should be playing.
Totally. And I wore a oversized Scooby Doo hat. It was funny. It went over well.
a Scooby Doo hat, huh?
It went over very well. People loved it. And
Oh yeah,
I
who
played
doesn't
the
love
whole
a big Scooby.
I played the whole show in it, and I'm talking, 60 people shoved in this basement. It was hot as
I
fuck,
can imagine.
and I ripped it up. I did. It was fun. And,
I ripped it up.
and they played well. We played well, and like we only
I
did
trimmed the truck and I ripped it up.
We only did 2 rehearsals, and I did their whole set, and I didn't fuck up. Hit all the
No, man.
stops and hit the endings, and it was fun.
That's awesome.
It was a great night, actually.
Good.
Kimmy went and
Good.
out of her element, totally. Both, it was a party. It was like a punk rock party.
Sounds terrible. But I'm glad you had a good time,
But it was
though.
fun. I mean, dude, it was packed. Like in the backyard, they had folk bands playing in the back and tents, and it was a full on thing. Like it was
Party thing.
Yeah, it was a big deal. Like the block, like you couldn't. It was packed. There was at least 100 people there in this house.
So are
like,
you gonna play with the titty babies again?
Yeah, I can't commit to them because they practice twice a week and they pay for this room and it's a whole thing. I'm like, guys, look,
So who drums for them when you can't do it?
they don't have a drummer right now.
Sucks.
And I feel bad. And this isn't a boast. I'm not bragging or anything, but like,
Sounds like it.
all right, I'm just not even gonna say that. Then it doesn't matter. But their drummers haven't been that good, right? And I brought a different kind of sound or element.
Right.
into
You
their-
got the good vibe.
right, and they really liked it, and
Well, you're a good drummer,
it was fun.
so
But
Let
we
that
I
be
think that's
known.
reasonable.
and it was cool. And I was like, guys, like, there's no reason I can't. If you got another show, let me know. If I can do it, I'll fucking do it. Like,
Right.
this was fun. Like, this is the shit I like. No ego, no bullshit, no fucking. Let's have some fun.
Yeah.
And like, they're a really interesting band because it's a chick lead singer, right? A girl. Sorry. And then Rico, who's like fucking late 50s, but like grew up in the Bay and the punk rock scene down
Right.
there. Coolest dude.
Just a cool-
Late
cool,
50s, huh?
Just a really mid 50s. Really cool fucking guy though. Really
He's
cool.
gonna hit him up like, dude, I'm 38.
Four- 47.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't care. And then, dude, they got this guitar player, and she's this tiny little fucking Asian girl who's a doctor who wanted to try something out of her comfort zone, so she joined a punk band, and it works. And then they got this kind of like buff bro, awesome guitar player, dude. It's the weirdest misfit group you could ever imagine.
That's awesome.
Throw me in the group, and it's a fucking good time.
Scooby Doo.
Scooby Dooby.
Really good time. So they do have a Instagram, Titty Babies, if anybody wants to check them out.
Do it.
There's a couple videos of me. I have more. I didn't want to post them all, but
Google
fun.
the Titty Babies.
yeah, I don't know if they have anything.
Maybe you shouldn't Google.
I would go
baby
They're not a bad
titties.
band. They're
Just don't switch it around to baby.
Just
titties,
don't Google it on the
and
dark
then
web.
you might get fucked up.
But dude, Rico has had this room at Suburbia. It's kind of like a famous practice space in Portland, Southeast. It's been around forever. Like a ton of big bands have come out of there and blah 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 blah. But he's had like the big room there for, I think he said like 10 or 11 years. He's rented it, and it's a huge practice space. Like it's fucking awesome.
Does he rent it out to people?
No, just him and his band. Like they all split it, and he gets a really good rate because he's been there forever. And he
Yeah.
he's like an old timey guy.
Well, that's tight.
you guys,
But
can
cool.
I talk about something important in my life right now?
I wish you would.
Please.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yeah, it's the gospel. It's
We
the
got-
fucking
We
truth.
gotta move on. We gotta move on.
Yeah,
and tackle
I-
Yeah, we got
this,
shit going
because
on.
this is a beast of a thing.
I was
that we
gonna
have to
say
talk about.
that next episode we're gonna do our top 10 pizzas in Portland. So make sure that you tune in for that.
Yes.
Next
we're gonna,
episode.
we're gonna have the official decision.
Yeah,
It's
but,
gonna be a good one. We were supposed to have it this one, but of course I didn't do it.
But
So-
this week I want to hear about Red Dead Redemption 2
It was
or RDR2 as,
It's a
as the
big
kids
big
call
game
it.
release. People are really excited about it.
Huge,
Even-
$725 million over the weekend.
Really, and then
Really?
even,
Bigger than any movie opening,
wow.
any entertainment
and let's
weekend
be
of
real,
all time.
It is a movie
It's a fucking movie.
experience.
It's the longest movie you'll ever watch. It's an endless movie. It's a fucking great video game. I haven't been sucked into a game. Guys, you know me. I have ADD so bad. I get hyped on something, I'm out.
well, it has only been a week.
Dude, this week I have put in 90, 100,000, million, trillion hours.
a
I
lot
almost
of
lost
hours.
my relationship, almost lost my car, almost lost my front tooth.
That doesn't sound like really good stuff.
You
So-
almost broke your controller, I'm sure.
So tell me about the game, guys. I've never played it. I've never played the first one. I only know that those four words together
Fair
are something
Mean
that people are
cowboy
really,
Well,
time.
it's a
really into.
It's based in 18.
99. It's right on the turn of the century, and it's
Yeah.
basically when you know, it's the Industrial Revolution, the trains and everything. So it's like the Old West ways are kind of phasing out of the lawlessness of the Old West, and
Okay.
those things are
They're
getting
cleaning it up. They're draining the swamp.
more civilized and more, yes, governed. And so it's just about
You got
you're
the Pinkertons.
you're an
you got the-
outlaw bandit, and you're part of this group, and you're just trying to get by, and you kind of make decisions that turn whether you're kind of leaning good or leaning bad, you know. And it's just really well done. Cinematics are amazing. The graphics are crazy. The horse handles well. That's always a big thing.
does. It
There's
does.
a lot of mechanics and functions to this game. I mean, and that's the tough part, is that like
There's a
you're
lot.
way further along in the story mode, but it's like there's so many times where I just like wander off and will just chase something.
Of course.
You know,
It's fun.
What kind of stuff is there to chase?
Well, you
Literally
got
anything.
Rabbits, turkeys, birds.
Alligator? Have you killed an
alligators.
alligator?
I saw one the other day.
Oh, I killed it.
saw it
I
running along
skinned
the
that
road, and I was
motherfucker.
like, "Whoa, what is that?"
I skinned that motherfucker. It was a big old boy too.
the
dude.
bears. There's but lots of deer.
I made a
getting
bear
lots of
hat,
deer.
dude. You kill this bear. He only has one eye, like a big big dummy, and dude, big old dummy bear. And,
So are you still wearing your bear hat?
oh yeah, dude. and I'm walking around town, and everybody goes, "What's wrong with you?
Just walking in with a
Something's
bear
wrong
hat.
with you.
Bear head.
Something strange with this guy." You know, they
Do
make
you have?
they
Are
make
you?
fun of me, and my girlfriend was making fun of me too, and I go, "Fuck all of you."
Have you been more on the good side or the bad side?
I'm right in the middle, bro.
Right in
I
the
ride.
middle,
I ride a
neutral?
fine line.
I'm definitely leaning on the good, and it's weird. At first, I was like, "No, I want to be crazy," but
I'm a
then it's
bandit.
like, the racking up the bounties. I try not to do
And
too
here's the
crazy
deal.
and shit, but
This character.
but when people need help, I help them.
what's his name? Alberta Stone.
Arthur?
Arthur Miller. Arthur
No,
Miller.
not Miller either.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think so.
It is.
Is
It's Arthur
oh,
Miller.
yeah, Arthur Miller. Here.
Okay.
What was the first name?
Roberta Stone.
Look it up.
What's
See,
his name? Roberta Stone? Probably a singer or something.
So let's just be honest. This guy has a moral compass. All right.
Right, he's feeling the like, okay,
Have
why
you got
are
to
we
the
living
love story
this way
portion of
anymore?
it?
I did the one. Are you talking about like my ex, Arthur's ex?
Yeah.
I did the first little.
She
part of
rejected
that.
him.
Right,
Dad
right,
didn't
yeah.
like her. But
Yeah.
It gets deeper. It gets
Okay.
deeper. And there's gonna be a time.
Don't.
All right. All right. Yep. No spoilers.
Spoilers,
good.
Chase.
Have you made it to the city yet?
To the big city?
Yeah.
No.
What is it, Dallas?
I'm in Rhodes
Called
right.
Saint Anus.
Yeah, I haven't gone to St. Anne's or whatever.
Saint Anus?
Well, I think I may have went
Saint
through it.
Lorraine's.
But I'm doing all the stuff in.
It's a big city. You can't
I'm
miss
doing
it.
the stuff once you kind of get kicked out and you go down south to the
Okay.
Breathwaites and the.
Have
Gray. I can't remember what the
you made
area's
it to the
called.
plantation?
Yeah, yeah, that's
The
the, parts that I'm
family, the
doing.
dueling family.
Yeah, that's the part I'm on.
that
right
shit
now.
gets crazy.
Like the
Oh,
Hatfields
sure.
and McCoys?
And all the
Yeah.
like alcohol bootlegging
Dude,
and stuff.
the way that shit goes down.
Have you gotten the legendary fish yet? I've been wanting to do that.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah,
part.
you get the guy
Yeah.
and he unlocks it.
But-
I caught a 40-pound steel.
Now,
no.
let me be straight that there are some complaints about this game, and I know that I'm not alone on this.
Well, I'm
but
curious.
A lot of people have been pretty upset about how long it takes to travel
Fair.
because you're on a horse and you're going
Pussies.
to these places.
You're on
but
a horse.
They should
You don't even have to walk.
Takes a long time.
Easy.
It's not a car.
It
It's not a
takes
plane.
It takes a long
It's
time.
$18.99 to get anywhere would take fucking weeks.
And that's the thing where it's like, I get it, but also it's a video game. Once you unlock the fast travel techniques or something, make it
You
a little
did,
easier.
and it does make it easier.
It takes it a little bit, but it still takes a while.
Takes
You're
some-
like, okay, fast travel, and then it's going to play this whole freaking
Right.
movie and
It's
stuff.
kind
I'm
of
like,
annoying, but you can take a break. You can hit the pen. You can
and
fucking
that's what-
scratch your balls.
Well, I do enjoy that it gives you a little bit of a break, but, you know.
And then to get back,
Carl says it's Arthur Morgan, by the way.
Arthur Morgan, that's right.
I know it was an M. Whatever.
And so
Potato,
then,
potato, Carl.
but there's that. I mean, I think that has mostly been the complaints that
Yeah.
that I've seen people talk about.
And if that's the only fucking complaint, it's a pretty good fucking complaint.
Oh, definitely. Oh, and the fact that you can't customize the main character because, in
Yeah,
this
you
day
can.
and age, you don't know. But I mean, like, create a different person because it's kind of excluding.
So you have to
You're a-
play the
you're
character.
a white man cowboy, and you have to be him and play.
Because
that
it's
storyline.
$18.99.
You don't think there was people of different races in
There were-
1899?
They were looked down on. It's not. It's kind of relevant. Like, We haven't grown much as a fucking country. It's scary. But Arthur Miller,
Morgan.
is not a fucking racist. He doesn't see it. He likes people of color.
His buddy Lenny.
Yeah,
they have
Lenny.
a lot of adventures.
We go do Boost. We go fishing. We go hunting together.
Although it does get a little bit racist that one time in the saloon.
There's an M-bomb. There's a couple.
When you're
What?
drunk.
Seriously?
Yeah.
There's one point where you're drunk with Lenny, and then you're in like a all-black saloon, and you're walking up to everybody going, "Hey,
Hammered.
Lenny," and they're like, "What the hell?"
Because everybody
So
looks like
it's-
Lenny until they
so
go
it's a
and there's
little
somebody
bit-
else, and you're hammered drunk. You can't see shit, and you just get fucked up, and you end up in jail, dude. Actually, spoiler, but I didn't mean to go too far, but the mechanics are unfucking real.
Oh, and that was another thing is the aiming is a little bit
Hard.
slow.
Hard as
You can
fuck.
turn up the sensitivity, which has made it a bit easier.
It is
But
slow.
yeah,
I got to
it
do
is.
that because I suck in battles. Every mission I fucking get bronze. I get 0 checklists. 10 headshots. Nope. Didn't do it. Get the lady before 4 seconds. Nope. Didn't do it. Fucking escape within a minute 40. Nope. Didn't do it. But guess what? I passed it. Next one.
See, I don't even.
I'm getting a
notice
trophy for all bronze.
I don't even notice those things.
Yeah, every time you get it, you get a
I
trophy.
see trophies come up, but I don't pay attention.
But you can
to what they
redo them.
are.
If you don't get a bronze, you can redo it. Try to get a
Oh.
silver. If you don't,
See, I've never
then you
even
can get a
noticed
gold.
that.
Yeah.
So you redo missions?
You
I
can,
haven't- oh.
and then I do it, and then I get my adrenaline starts pumping, and then I do it worse, and then it turns into this whole fucking thing. And
But it's a very expansive game. Like I'm saying, you can
It's-
totally get just lost.
Dude,
and just there's random
I-
people that need help and can stop you. The time is a sensitive issue too. If
Yeah.
you miss something, you miss it. It's pretty
And
interesting.
Should I play this game?
yes, it's so much fun.
I wonder if you would enjoy it
I
because
think
that's
you
the
would.
thing. Since you haven't played console games or newer games much,
It's so much fun.
you know
dude.
what I. but
How
Once you
it's-
get
hard is
it's
it?
not that hard.
It's not.
If I can fucking do it, I'm the worst
There
video
are
gamer.
a lot of buttons. There are
but
a lot
it's,
of.
have you ever
buttons and
played Grand Theft
functions.
Auto? It's weird.
I've watched
The
my brother play
the
Grand
This
Theft
mechanics
is
Auto.
of
Grand, it
It's
is Grand Theft Auto on a horse.
You lock on to
GTA
people
in
you
the Wild
shoot.
West.
Tap an X. You're jumping with There is a lot of buttons, but you learn it, and once you and the video game, there's no tutorials, but it makes you play everything very smoothly.
See, I
And
want to
it-
play Elder Scrolls Online with you. I think that would be fun.
That'd be fun. But
Maybe even Fallout.
What-
would be a
so
little
check
easier.
What
this out.
game should I play?
Zeb got a PlayStation.
Spider-Man,
All
Spider-Man.
you beers,
Spider-Man,
all my triple beers.
Spider-Man.
What should I play? Don't listen to these fucks.
I do
What game
wanna-
should I play?
Spider-Man.
I do want to borrow
Carl.
Spider-Man from you
Me
first.
too.
I'm
Bad.
getting Spider-Man.
No,
Called
can I
first.
borrow it first?
I called
Fuck
it
him.
first. I already
No.
said it.
Fuck you.
I already said it.
I want to play Spider-Man
That's
so
the
bad.
law.
I heard it's sick.
I will duel you,
I'll do you, dude.
Arthur Morgan.
I'll fucking pew pew you right in
This
the
is
face.
so tight. You guys are like off center from the thing. Like if anybody
keep
with
kicking
OCD
it.
is watching this, they're like,
What's-
"Why is it off center?" And you know what? So am I. I'm off center in my little
Who
square
cares?
What's
They're just
what's-
shapes.
Let's fix it.
They're just shapes
too.
and people
I
and
think it
blobs.
Gives it character.
All right, so here's the deal.
What is the deal?
There's this white Arabian horse. It's the most rarest, best horse you can get without buying a horse.
I like
It's
that in this
fast.
game. I noticed you get obsessed with little things.
Oh, dude, the little things drive me fucking crazy.
That's why I was wondering if you got that fish because I bet you can make like a fish vest or something.
Oh, trust me, I'm.
A fish vest.
Well,
yeah,
dude,
dude, the
I-
legendary fish vest.
And you mail all the fish to the guy once you. It's a whole thing. Don't.
Yeah, the trapper or
it
whatever.
Sucks. So there's this
You gotta mail the fish to the guy.
there's this lake.
Oh,
It's called Horseshoe Lake.
Okay.
It's way up in the mountains. It takes 10-15 minutes to fucking get there. This horse, there's only one of them. It's a white Arabian stallion. It's a steed, right? This thing is bad. It's a bad motherfucker. This horse is fast.
Cannot be tamed. Just
It can.
it can be,
But
but it's hard.
I haven't done it.
You haven't been able
Okay,
to do it.
so first off, I try it. I see him. I go to this fucking lake. I'm gonna look for this horse.
I just imagine your
we go.
lady is just so
Oh,
mad at this
dude.
horse.
This is 14 hours in, all right? I'm fucking sweating. I'm in the bed with fucking Cheeto dust all over me. Just been eating fucking spicy Cheetos. I had fucking 19 cans of fucking seltzer water next to the bed. It was getting rough.
Like La Croix.
Oh, dude, it smelled like complete farts. Like, it was bad. I didn't shower. It was
I
on
did
my
that,
vacation.
that weekend that it came
I
out.
played-
I played nonstop
I-
trying to get
I woke up. She's like,
because I wanted to get further.
and
than
she
you,
was
but you
getting
got
mad,
that
and I
day.
could pick up on the vibes, but I didn't care, and I kept pushing. And she had a rough. She, I didn't care. I'm playing, and it's selfish, and it created a thing, but it's all good. It'll happen, It's just,
And that's the thing. Like I got a
fine.
buddy.
Calm
that
down.
got this game, and his girl is like, and this is the thing. They're gonna get married, but she doesn't know how much of a gamer he is. So she's like, Joe, I'm like, okay, how much time, like, really, are you gonna be spending playing video games? And he's all, he's like, dude, I told her 5 hours a week, and that's a lie. I'm like, dude, you shouldn't be doing that.
I haven't
man.
gamed. I've never.
You gotta make sure your girl knows that you're gaming.
But I get hung up on one particular thing.
And that's
Very
probably that's so I could not imagine watching you do that.
It's
I'd
frustrating.
be so pissed.
It's frustrating. Like when I got Diablo 3 on Zeb's laptop, dude, I would wake up in the middle of the night, go up there, get his laptop, come down, play till 5 or 6, put it back up, and then come back up. Hey man, good morning. Do you mind if I play Diablo? Back on it. I was putting fucking like I couldn't sleep, I couldn't think, I couldn't do anything but just clicking.
That's so funny.
3 years of my life went by.
Yeah, that's true. 5 years maybe.
Like
Final thoughts on Red Dead Redemption?
yes.
Guys?
Let me. The horse. You get this horse. It's so hard. You got to get to it, and it bucks you off, and you got to control it. Ah! And it fucking runs.
I bet it's not really that hard.
Dude, it's so fucking hard. And then, dude, I tried 15. The first time I lost him, and then I couldn't. I saved, resaved, quit the game, went and did missions, came back. I went back like 10 times. I spent 4 hours trying to get this fucking horse. I was obsessed. I couldn't stop talking about it. It was bad news bears. So I waited 3 days. 3 fucking days. I got to a new chapter. I'm gonna go, you know what? I'm gonna conquer this fucking horse today. And I go, and he's there. And I'm like, you're mine, bitch. And I tried 17 times. He bucked me off 17 fucking times.
Why don't you just shoot the thing?
Remember those old phones?
Until he ran up a mountain because he kept going crazy places, right? And then I would get him, and we'd be in the trees. And then he went up a mountain, and I got on him, and he rolled down the mountain, and he died. And that was that. And I thought I was like, oh, because I read online, save before you do it. I saved. Well, it auto-saved over the top of it. So guess what?
But you can load your old save, can't you?
I only had one save going. I don't know. I don't know what I did, but all I know is I respawned in the same
So
spot.
that horse is dead.
Wait,
now.
you responded?
Yeah, I respawned.
Respawned.
And I thought, sure as shit, I would wake up from this fucking nightmare, and the horse would be right there, and I would try again. Nope, he was gone.
No more. So he's dead. So
I
in
mean-
your version of the game, this horse no longer exists. Even though you spent
He doesn't want to admit
hours and hours trying to get it.
Let's not talk about it.
You always have a problem with the horse, though,
Because
in
Kimmy
games.
the other day was like, "Did you play?" I'm like, let's not talk about it. Because I'm gonna fucking punch a wall through this wall. Yeah, dude. Let's just say controller's not in good shape, and my shame level is high.
Did you have to get
You got a
talked
lot of
down?
shame.
Shame.
Is
You had to get talked down from
What
the-
about
this
you,
horse
Abs?
did.
Final thoughts on
please.
RDR2?
please go find the White Arabian and try it.
I'm gonna
and if
look
you
it
get it
up
first
for
try,
sure.
I'll kill you. I will. I'll come over to your house and I'll murder you.
That's
and
on.
your
That's
fa-
literally on video.
And I'll murder your family. I don't give
saying
a
that.
shit, dude.
You're gonna kill his whole family if he gets the horse.
Yeah, I'll go
would-
to jail the rest of my life. I don't care.
Well, why don't you look it up? It probably respawns at some point.
It does.
It's got to be somewhere.
He'll respawn.
It's just ones and zeros.
It might take
right?
a while
No,
because
it
even
will.
like with the bear, it took me like I ended up having to wait a few
No.
days
Yeah,
because
that's
the
what I gotta
first
do.
time I
That's what I
didn't
gotta do.
choose to do it.
But it's not like you can like quit the game or wait an hour or two. It's
So, Abba,
game's
final
too
thoughts on
realistic.
RDR2?
Love it. There's a couple things that say, I
Fast
like.
travel.
Like I think it's one of the. It is though one of the best games currently. For
Yeah.
sure.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So I give it 3 Bs.
yeah, at 3B's best game ever made. I can't wait to get home and play.
I think, but every time you get into a game, you think it's the best game ever made.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
And so there'll be another best game ever made. That's all good.
I'm excited. The Fallout 76 beta started.
I heard it
They're
was
working
good.
Out. Yeah, I think it'll be fun. Like, because I've accepted that it's basically upgraded Elder Scrolls Online. Like, it's just going to be Fallout Online, you know. But I think they learned a lot from the ESO, and it'll be good. So. I don't think I'm going to get to play the beta because I want to play Red Dead as much as possible before
so much fun.
it actually comes out. But that would be one too. Like,
when is Red Dead come online?
it's supposed to be this month in November
Wow.
at some point.
Wow.
Which
It's
I
gonna be
imagine
crazy.
it'll be like GTA 5 Online, where when they
It
first
just
start,
constantly
they're-
evolves. It
yeah,
never
where
ends.
it'll start with like 3 things that you can do or something. I mean, it'll probably be more expansive than that, but I really hope that there's a good social aspect to it because there's so many PlayStation friends I'd love to just ride around with on
True,
horses. And
but I
shit.
can't. I bet there's
Go
a
hunting.
lot of racists playing this game. I mean, yeah, you know, a bunch of cowboys.
Probably.
But
for sure.
side note, real quick, I just got a quick little text message from Carl. He goes, "Pop some corn for the podcast." So shout out to Carl. I love popping
popping
corn.
some corn.
I love popping corn. And
Carl's the best.
Red Dead's been
God
great.
damn it! I did it again.
I don't have huge expectations for
How
Fallout
fucked up is the camera
76.
now? It's the third.
It's fine.
And
Who
then-
cares?
Right after that, we have
My legs are-
Battlefield.
My legs are tired.
We have Battlefield 5. So I'm wondering if this is actually you returning to video game form or if this is a one and done situation.
I think it's a one and done, but we'll see. We'll see.
I got some video game news.
Please,
What's that?
let's move on.
PlayStation Classic drops December 3rd.
No
Ooh,
way.
yeah,
Comes with-
Metal Gear Solid 1.
Comes with 20 games, including Metal Gear Solid.
Dude,
Yeah, I
Metal
was
Gear
looking at
Solid
that.
changed my life.
Did it?
I played that game more than any video game.
What
It was my game.
if say there was 5 games that you felt absolutely have to be on this machine
Yeah.
for you to buy it.
Yeah.
What are they?
Okay, Metal Gear Solid,
Uh-huh.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2,
Okay.
Twisted Metal,
Okay.
ESPN X games
Okay.
because it was the first game I ever owned on a PlayStation, and I would have to say, probably
Well,
Caillou, Banshee Bio Caillou.
Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Bandicoot.
Is there a Final Fantasy 7? I would imagine that was a classic.
Yeah,
Final
true. I
Fantasy
fucked
7.
up.
There's no Tony
Uh,
Hawk.
Okay.
There's no ESPN X games.
Right.
There's
'Cause that
no
game sucked.
No Crash Bandicoot.
Okay. Well,
That was an
fine.
odd choice.
Um,
I am interested in what is on
Siphon
this.
Filter,
Oh, that was
Oh,
classic.
wow.
Twisted Metal, Rainbow Six.
Twisted Metal was
Wow, Siphon Filter.
And
I
the
used to
original
love
Rainbow
that game.
6 is going
I
to be
used
tight.
to love that game. It was stealth.
I remember-
First stealth game.
The
Yeah.
first GTA is on there.
Wow, it looks horrible. It's like your tiny little
Yeah,
car.
it's top view.
Resident Evil Director's Cut. I was
Yeah.
watching Angry Video Game Nerd.
Was
the
he
other
mad
night.
about this
And
list?
he
or-
he did a Resident Evil one, I think, for Halloween, a Halloween edition or whatever. And that old Resident Evil looks so terrible.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
nowadays it's like how did this freak me out?
and it
when
was
I a
good
kid?
too. Like it looked great. Those graphics were amazing.
Oh,
Remember
yeah, at the
Silent
time.
Hill?
Yeah,
Is that-
Silent Hill like terrified me when I was
dude.
a kid.
Holy shit.
Yeah, but I loved it. It was.
I didn't play it.
And because you'd have the radio that got staticky
Yeah,
the
yeah.
closer something got. And you're like,
Fuck.
Battle Arena Toshinden
Don't know that
is
one.
on there.
Don't know that
I
one.
wonder if that's I'm thinking Yoshida Blade.
I
or
remember
something like
that
this.
name, Battle Arena
I don't.
Toshinden, but
I don't.
I've never owned a PlayStation.
Oh wow, I'm a PlayStation guy, dude. I've had them all. PlayStation 1, 2, 3,
So.
and
Cool
4.
Borders 2.
Oh, fuck
Borders!
Holy shit, Borders.
Borders.
Dude, I loved Cool Borders.
Were they really cool borders?
Yeah, dude, snowboarding to the extreme. You do 1080s and all kinds of shit, dude. It's fucking awesome.
Destruction Derby.
Yep. Wow.
Intelligent Cube.
Don't know that one, but I remember that game. I never played.
Jumping Flash.
No
It.
idea.
Nah, I don't know about that one.
Mr. Driller.
Sounds awful.
Don't know about that.
Oddworld. Abe's
Yep.
Odyssey.
Oh, yeah.
I remember
Shit.
that.
That's a good
The
one.
graphics were insane on that game, dude. I mean,
Was
I'm
that
sure
like claymation ass graphics?
It was
or-
that
that style, that like
No.
Earthworm Jim
It-
style.
but it was
almost.
weird. I don't know how to describe that game. I owned that game and loved it. Never figured it out.
Mr. Driller's like a puzzle.
I sucked at that
game.
game. I
It's fun.
I did. I think I
Well.
was too young for it, but I had it and I loved it, but I never went anywhere in it. I just like he jumped around weird and I thought
What
that
else
was
is
fun.
on it?
I think.
Wild Arms.
Don't know that one.
Oh yeah, Wild Arms is a classic RPG.
Tekken 3.
Okay.
Tech-
Yeah.
Super
Tech
Puzzle Fighter
E
2
Bravo.
Turbo.
This is huge.
Yeah, Puzzle
This is
Fighter
huge.
big.
20 games.
This is huge. When does this thing come out?
December 3rd.
And it's gonna be hard to get.
Probably. I would imagine.
I'm gonna have my girl probably
$100.
go do what she did last year and just went to Best Buy and got one. Like they had a pre-sale and she just said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna take the dog and see what happens."
But you got one.
Walked right up. Yeah,
Boom.
go
Boom,
get it.
shake, shake, shake the room.
I got the NES one, and then she fucked up the box, man.
Carl wants to know how frustrated Metal Gear Solid made you.
Man, that praying mantis, dude.
Yeah, it was
Mantis,
hard, but I was good at
spent
it.
So much time before I figured out that praying mantis.
It was
thing.
me and my cousin, and we tackled that game. There was a New Year's Eve where all of our parents went out to get drunk, and they left us, and we played Metal Gear Solid. We're like, we're gonna beat it in one go, and we did.
Really?
Yeah, we beat Metal Gear in one.
Snake.
We stayed up till like 6 or 7 in the morning and just beat it. Popped so much fucking corn.
I still haven't played the newest one. What is it? 5?
It's good. It's good. I have it. You can borrow it.
I have it too.
It's so dense though, and
That's the thing. I was like, I don't know if I get into this.
I did the same.
Should I get Battlefront 2?
Battlefield 5.
It's a good game.
Battlefront 2?
Oh, the Star Wars one.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, you should.
Why
go
not?
Star
I should,
Wars.
right? Like, I need to
Yeah.
get a Star Wars game.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah,
The graphics are insane.
It sucks
Like,
that that is the Star Wars game. I wish there was a
Even the
good,
campaign mode or the story
I mean,
mode
I
or whatever it
didn't-
is.
I didn't hear much about. It's probably fine. The
Yeah, it's
campaign
probably
mode's
fun.
probably fine.
you have a good
uh,
time with it.
Yeah,
The graphics are insane. Like it's cool.
I feel like something like Elder Scrolls Online would be up your alley, where you can kind of just take your time, and it's not like, it's not too crazy of just like kill or be killed.
I don't
Well,
know. What
One
else?
of these days, Walmart.
I got a bunch of games though that I don't play that you could borrow. I don't know.
One of these days when
something.
Walmart actually sends me my goddamn PlayStation 4,
You know, Mortal
Zeb
Kombat's
should try out
fun.
Bloodborne.
The game's hard as fuck.
I don't want anything hard because
It's
I literally
hard.
can't even play Super Mario World.
It's fucking hard. Yeah, Bloodborne might not be fun then. You just die.
Oh, it's not fun.
It's not a fun
it's not
game.
fun.
It's so frustrating. Fuck.
Did you? Okay, so we talked about the Haunting of Hill House last episode.
Yeah.
Finish it.
Netflix was kind of putting out scary Halloweeny
stuff.
content.
Yeah, they did it this year. It was good. It was fun.
the-
Great show.
Yeah, I tried to watch the Sabrina.
Sabrina. The
I-
Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which I didn't realize
I
that
didn't.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch was an Archie universe character.
And I think the comics used to be like half and half too, like they were little inserts or whatever in the middle of the story.
Yeah, like this character's been around since like the 70s, early
yeah,
70s.
Sabrina's old school, man.
No idea. I
But
just thought she was a teenage witch.
I remember it was with Clarissa Explains It All, whatever her name is.
Clarissa Joan Hart.
Became Melissa.
Melissa Joan Hart. Yeah.
hot, 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 hot.
She was always attractive to a young bloke.
Yeah, jerked off.
So I guess I didn't really know what to expect going into Sabrina, to the Chilling Adventures. I was hoping
Look at that.
that Netflix
This is her.
was taking it a little more seriously. I didn't realize it was going to be pretty much a WB show.
Yeah, that's the thing. It is does have that vibe. Even though it is more mature, there's violence, there's a lot of Satan.
It's
and
very
occult
satanic.
talk, which is I was actually like, this is tight. I was like, not mad.
It's very satanic.
But
They're like
it's just like it's on that
I do
Riverdale
love
vibe.
Satan.
they're like praise Satan or praise the Dark Lord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Man, I'm like, fuck yeah, I love the devil.
Yeah, not bad guy.
Yeah,
so
good
it's
guy.
interesting that is a thing now, but
Yeah.
it's just not my cup of tea, I guess, to sit and
It's a
watch
young.
that.
It's a young.
It's more of
girl's
a
game.
Riverdale. It's a Riverdale
Definitely
audience.
very Riverdale. I'm gonna finish it because
Of course you are.
I've
You're a
committed-
girl. You're a young
I want to
girl.
try watching it again. It was just like too late.
Oh, you
I
actually
couldn't pay
watched-
attention. I watched a little bit of it.
you're talking about just an episode.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm I think I've watched half of them.
I mean, it seemed cool. Like the graphics seems like there's a bit of a
It's
story
hard. It
there.
doesn't hold my attention.
And
you
I
know what
think it's
mean?
interesting that because the Melissa Joan Hart Sabrina was very just like TV sitcom. What a goofy, wacky situation. We're witches.
right.
This
with
is
the talking cat.
Right. This is like more
You
serious.
guys ever watch
And I
Charmed?
think it's so crazy that they're using
really.
they're
Fuck that
using the
show.
lingo and stuff. She's got to pick her familiar and like I don't know, turning kids on to Satan. I guess
It's
is what it
definitely
is.
it definitely has that Harry Potter vibe, especially at first when they I don't know if they're going for a Harry Potter thing or if that's just the way.
I mean, they're probably trying to get a little cult following, of people that are really into.
I don't think it's gonna
that
work.
show. I don't know. We'll
I would
see.
say that show sucks balls.
Except you've never watched it, so
no,
you
and
don't
I
know.
won't. I never.
It
will.
actually, when I was very surprised because I heard there was a new Sabrina coming out, and I was like, huh. And then the trailer actually looked really good. So
And
I
it
was
wasn't.
confused.
The show
Yeah.
wasn't good.
The trailer made it look dark and serious,
And it wasn't as dark
and it's not very
serious,
dark and
which
serious. Yeah,
I feel like would have made it a lot better.
which is fine. Miranda Otto is good in it.
Is that the girl that does who? Is
She's
that?
Aunt Zelda.
Oh yes, I was happy about them too, and they actually kind of look the same as the women in the
They fit.
original too.
Miranda Otto was remember she was in Lord of the Rings. She was Eowyn or whatever. They gave her the love story with Aragorn that
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
actually in the books. But I digress. What about Castlevania? Have you watched any of the new Castlevania season?
I watched the first couple of episodes, and it's still great.
I like it. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's a little slow, but it's fine.
It's that anime style, where it's like, okay, a boring episode where not much happens, and then there will be a big epic sequence of just.
I just like the
awesome.
fact that there's a Castlevania show.
Yeah, and it's just tight to throw on.
It's tight.
Throw on
Vampires.
when you feel like watching a cartoon.
Vampires, but not like what was it? Twilight? Not like
Yeah.
Twilight
Not
vampires.
Twinkie
And not like
vampires.
Van Helsing,
Twinks.
like trying to be all.
All action movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, like real. It makes me want to play the Castlevania games again. You watched that at all, Chase? No? Okay.
No. Yeah.
No.
No. What you have watched though, the new Sandler stand-up.
100% fresh.
It's so good, guys.
It actually was really good.
This
Very
shit is
enjoyable.
getting
Very funny.
rave fucking reviews. It went off with a bang.
It felt like
It hit the
it was a
nostalgia
return. Yeah.
button.
Yeah.
He killed it. The way he shot it was genius. It's fucking
Genius?
dude.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
How they you
It-
watched it, right?
No, I haven't seen it.
Absolutely genius.
It like goes from
when Questlove writes a fucking 9-page fucking thing on how fucking tight it is, and he's watched it 9 times in a row.
It was
just saying.
it was really
He's-
well done, and it made me it made me mad that I didn't spend the money to go see him live because it probably
It
would have been
awesome.
badass.
It would've been awesome.
Because it's all music. It's not really like a lot of stand up or anything. It's all
stupid
songs.
Shandler
Just his
songs.
goofy songs and shit.
Goofy
And it's really good. And it makes you realize like, oh yeah, he was kind of like he is an OG of that making silly song stuff.
He's
you
just,
know?
and he's not
know?
taking himself serious, and you can't take it serious, and it's lighthearted. It's fun.
It's fun.
It's good old.
That's what I want from Sandler.
and it's gonna make you feel like piece of shit guy. It sucks royal dick. I fucking love that shit, dude.
Right, it is a.
You remember that
throwback
CD?
for sure? Yeah, I remember all those CDs I listened to a lot.
Fucking love
Yeah, I think when I was a
Sorry, man, I really had to pee. That was like my favorite, the longest pee.
Ah.
sophomore, junior in high school, somewhere in that area, there was definitely a Sandler tape that me and my friend would listen to a lot.
Yeah, why not?
It was classic. And then
And he was
this
just.
is
I mean, you can't say what you will. His movies, whatever. Yeah, I mean, I like his serious roles. All of his Netflix things. I mean, the recent one with fucking Spade was fucking great. I
The
thought it was
Do-Over.
hilarious.
Yeah, people
No.
have said that's good.
No.
It got good reviews.
Oh, the
That one did
do-over was
well.
great. I'm sorry. Spade's new one. That was a Happy Madison production. He plays.
Which one was that?
He's a trailer park guy. He's a deadbeat dad. It's fucking.
Joe Dirt.
It's not
Joe
though.
Dirt. What's up, Roger?
It's hilarious. Raj, what up?
Rod is tuning in.
Look it up though. It's fucking good. It's funny. It's funny as fuck, actually.
I'm trying to
Look
remember.
up.
Roger says Sandler is the best, hands down.
Yeah.
Is it Father of the Year?
No.
Father of
No.
mine.
No. Yes, it is Father of the Year. That's
You guys remember that song?
No, that's it.
Where did you
Go.
go?
Where's just a golden boy back and forth? You weren't worried.
You know what's weird is that
I used
guy
to
that
love that
sang
album.
that song is probably nearby.
Yeah,
right
he
now.
lives here. He
Who
lives
is
up
he?
in the
What's his name? Art
Art-
Alexis.
Art-
Oh yeah.
dude. I bought that and like Hanson from Costco same
bop,
time. Yeah.
Bop, doo, bop.
And
Give me
then
that,
I
bop,
find you,
doo, bop,
take
bop,
time to
bop,
find you.
doo. Yeah, yeah.
The Spade
We just
one.
killed it.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, we just killed it so hard.
The Spade one, I remember. I think I turned it on, but then
It's
I just
funny.
couldn't pay attention.
It's really, it's actually funny, and I'm not lying. Whatever. It's silly, but it's funny.
Or did I watch
And
this? I
Spade-
may have watched it.
Spade was
actually.
in. He did good in it. I can't wait to see this fucking Dick Cheney movie, guys. I know this is a side note, and I'm sorry.
I
and-
can't fucking wait for this Dick Cheney
Christian
movie.
Bale and Sam Rockwell. Who else is in that movie?
I don't know.
There's
it
a
doesn't
big
matter. It's
cast.
gonna be nuts.
Is
It's
it an
gonna be-
ensemble cast?
It's gonna win
What'd
every
you say?
fucking award. It's gonna win a major award.
A major award.
Major award. This is the best movie, hands
It's
down.
gonna kill. I think, man.
Vice.
That's it. Yeah.
By the people that did like The Big Short and stuff. Christian Bell, Dick Cheney. God, who else is
Christian
in it?
Bell,
Let me
man.
Get down there.
Look at what he did. Like, fuck.
Look at what he did. Look at
look
what
at him.
he
Look at what
did.
he did.
Amy Adams is in it as Lynn Cheney. Steve Carell as Donald Rumsfeld. Jesse Plemons is
Steve
in it.
Carell as Donald Rumsfeld.
It
Which
works.
is it's gonna make sense for sure.
works.
Sam Rockwell, George Bush,
God, dude, Sammy.
Lily Robb as Liz
I don't know why every
Cheney.
time I hear Sam Rockwell, I just want to go, Sammy.
Wasn't
Tyler Perry playing Colin Powell.
Donald Rumsfeld? I'm trying to. Who was the guy that sang "Let the Eagles Soar"? Do you remember? Do you remember that
Oh
shit?
yeah,
Is
what
that
the
Donald
fuck?
Rumsfeld?
I don't think it's Donald
Cold Dead
Rumsfeld.
Hands.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't
Dead Hands.
John Ashcroft. That's who it was.
He's a big man with a little bit of plan. Remember that shit?
Should I pull it up?
Yeah, please do.
Steve Carell playing. I mean,
dude, yeah, it's gonna work.
yeah, it'll
It's
work.
gonna be crazy.
I think it'll be good. I just hope that it really digs in and helps people have less faith in this shit.
Please hold on.
This eagle's place is in the sky. She's still got a
They
lot
can actually hear
of
this on the thing, so-
flying to
Oh, I gotta hear this. Shut up.
You can see it in her
He's just standing at
eyes.
the podium.
Though she's cried a bit for what we've put her through.
Imagine making eagles soar like that.
She
That's
soared
American.
above the
That's so
lifted lamp
American.
that guards sweet freedom's door. In the
That's so
dews,
American.
the damps,
So
the
good.
watchfires
That's
of a
the
nation
America I
torn
want.
by war.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
wonder if we can get
she's
pinged from
far too young to die.
No.
You
Fuck
can
everybody.
see
Fuck
it
everybody.
in her eyes.
fuck
She's
it
not.
all.
Yeah, fuck.
They probably couldn't hear us talking at all while that was playing because I didn't have any way to monitor it. But
Whatever.
whatever.
John
Who
Ashcroft
cares?
singing.
Fuck everybody.
It's so good, dude. I have to talk about this, ABBA.
Can we listen to Cold Dead Hands real quick, just to
No.
round it off? All right.
What?
Sorry to bother you.
Yeah,
I watched last night.
you did. You watched it, huh?
What the? That was not what I was
well,
expecting.
You know what's funny is that after we did that last podcast where I reviewed it, I was like, afterwards, I was like thinking, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to bring up how that movie totally turns in a different direction.
Yeah. What the hell?
I forgot about that. Apparently,
That was
What
not.
is it? I don't even remember this review. Maybe I was blazed.
Sorry to bother you.
Yeah.
Sorry to Bother You is a movie by Boots Riley of The Coup.
Oh yeah. I don't
it's
know
got-
any of these people. I don't know Boots Riley. I just
From
don't.
the coup, which
The
yeah, it's
Coup.
fine. They're a
Uh,
hip hop group.
And he's kind of an activist in Oakland. Like he was involved with a lot of that stuff. It stars Darius from Atlanta. What is his
Lakeith
real name?
Stanfield,
I
something
think
like that.
So it is.
Tessa Thompson.
Tessa Thompson's in it. She's
Nice.
great.
Okay.
And it's just a really interesting original
Very
movie.
abstract. When it seems real straightforward, it just you start to realize that it's like kind of a lot of symbolism and I don't even guess I haven't thought about it too much. Like I don't really know if there's necessarily a message, an overall message
What
that he
did
was
it-
trying to convey.
What did it get on the Rotten meter?
It's up there. It's in the 80s or 90s.
Oh, okay. I want to watch it then.
It's a good movie, but it's weird. It's weirder than you think.
It's very weird. Like
It-
I totally forgot about that because there's so much that happens, and it's almost like a different movie at the beginning, middle, and end.
But you know what? It's a very well-made movie.
I thought it was great for what it is, right? It
And
was
it's the
fun.
only movie this dude's ever made.
I know it's interesting.
He
right?
just
It's
made
like-
this movie, and it's fucking
He got fucking-
really interesting. It holds your attention. It's not boring. It's not.
93% on the Rotten meter.
Yeah, dude.
All right, I
It
gotta
kills.
see this. I gotta see
It's
this.
insane. It doesn't. It's
Wow.
unbelievable.
Mandy has a 92.
I think maybe the lady
Cage?
would the lady
Yeah.
like this one?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you're late.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
She, Mandy is up there too. Fuck, I can't wait to see that.
Isn't that crazy Nick Cage movie?
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's
Murder.
crazy, yeah.
Apparently,
There's like motorcycle demons and shit. Pretty crazy.
Nick Cage is
2 words
nuts.
for you, Chase.
Suck it.
For sorry to bother you, you'll appreciate, and this will make you want to watch it even sooner than later.
Okay.
Horsecock.
Oh, horsecock for days, man. You like a good horsecock? You're gonna see some horsecock.
Like legit?
Dude, just wait. And I'm glad that I didn't mention how it twists because I'm sure that got to get a general good reaction from you. Because I definitely
I
was
had no
like,
idea.
Whoa,
No idea that it was
whoa.
going there.
Yeah. You'll see.
Just
But-
watch it.
Is it based on Mr. Hands?
What? No, that's no.
Dude, just watch. Just
so
watch it.
confused now.
Don't go in with any expectations other than
Where can I find this movie? Amazon
Where-
Prime?
Wherever you watch movies.
It's $5.99 from YouTube.
Is it on Prime?
Yep, $5.99 on Prime.
Don't be that asshole that refuses to pay for movies.
I
You know how much
am.
it costs to make these goddamn
But
movies?
it will be free soon, and I can stream it.
But guess what? They'll stop making them if people stop paying for them.
No, they won't. People will keep making them. And YouTube and Netflix.
Pay for the movie.
Netflix pays a lot of
If
money.
you want to see it or figure out how to get it for free,
It's not on
I'll
Netflix.
download it.
Just watch it.
just watch it. Doesn't matter how you
I know.
get it.
I know. $6 is a lot of money.
It is. That's a sandwich.
That's like a 1.5 Starbucks coffees. But watch the movie.
And I got a thirsty appetite for that.
Which
bucks.
I also
Christmas blends right around the corner.
which
It
makes
might
me
even be here.
excited because I really want to see Black Klansman too, and that's coming out.
Yes.
pretty
Dude,
soon.
I gotta say, fucking Freedom Channel already playing Christmas movies. Slept like a baby the other night.
Oh, so
Free form.
Yeah, Christmas with the Cranks was on. I about fucking jerked off all over the fucking couch.
it's fucking Halloween, and you're watching Christmas movies.
It's not Halloween. It's over.
It just happened.
It's
though.
over.
November 1st. Boom. It's Christmas.
Oh yeah, they're playing. They're doing 31 days of Christmas now, and then they'll go into 25 days of Christmas. in
I tried to
December.
watch
Wow.
the
It's
the
unbelievable.
Nightmare Before Christmas
Right?
just to be in
This is-
ha-
okay.
Halloween spirit.
But it's a
I-
Christmas movie.
And I wish I watched that movie 20 years ago.
Dude,
it's a great movie.
I was ranting recently about how that might be hands down the best movie ever made.
I wish I'd watched it.
It's Nightmare Before Christmas. It's like one of the best movies ever made.
Who are
Tim-
you yelling at and why?
It's Tim Burton. I have
Who are
earbuds
you
in on.
Who were you mad at though?
Just
Because
you
you're
for
very
not-
angry right now.
Just you for not watching it.
Yeah, so you never watched
No,
this
I'd never
growing up?
seen it.
Wow, so this was your first time watching it?
Did you just
I-
say that?
And I wish I'd watched it much earlier.
Did you just
Isn't
say
it
that?
magical?
No, I don't know. I didn't finish it because I wish I'd already watched it.
This is a
Right.
nightmare.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're like, damn it, if I haven't seen this.
There was a
then what
phase
am
in
I
my life.
It's like
where-
you going back right now and trying to watch The Karate Kid, and it's not going to be the same.
Right. You're like, damn it, this I like you understand how it could be good, but it's just not for you right now.
Right.
Absolutely, I can get that because I was saying I saw that movie in a drive-in actually when it came out.
That's tight. Dude, we were talking about drive-ins
Yeah.
today.
And that was a great experience. And yeah, I was listening because always around this time of year, me and the kid, when I was driving her up to Seattle, were listening to the Nightmare soundtrack.
Right.
And
This is
so
Halloween.
great.
This is Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, I know
So
half
many
the
good
songs,
songs.
just because they've been everywhere for years.
Right.
Like the one that goes, goodbye, farewell, I say yes and goodbye.
Yep, that's definitely in there.
Goodbye.
That's definitely from that movie.
I love that. What's this? What's
What's
this?
this?
There's something
In the air.
That's like right at the beginning. That's like
yeah.
the
Yeah, that's when he discovers Christmas for the first time.
Yeah, Jack fucking.
The Pumpkin King. It's just a great movie overall.
I
and,
still
uh,
I haven't
I've-
seen Corpse Bride either. Which
And
So-
Tim Burton did this piece by piece. It was clay.
you think he did it all himself?
So,
Took a long
it
time to
was-
make. I can tell you that.
So yeah,
Probably 4 years.
And
4
so
or 5,
Corpse Bride, Frankenweenie, and Nightmare Before Christmas all kind of actually exist in the same universe
Right.
timeline. Like they're the same.
Does
people.
Coraline fit into that universe?
Coraline does?
I
as
love
well.
Coraline.
Was it Coraline made in Hillsboro? There's a
yes,
studio
yes,
out there.
Samara, my kid, actually was just she got to see set pieces and stuff.
Right.
They
Because
have 'em
there's a
in
major
local spot.
studio in
A
Hillsboro.
major award.
Yes.
They did box trolls out there
Yeah.
too. I think.
Crazy, right? Right down the street.
Cool to know. Good to know.
Kind of cool.
I wonder
but
if
yeah,
that's the
Cor-
same people that did the.
You could probably go visit the studio, I'd imagine, or like something.
Remember Michael Jackson's Moonwalker?
I mean,
The-
maybe
the
Mm,
game?
sure.
No,
I
the
don't know.
movie.
No.
Jeez, I remember Captain EO.
Shit came out in like '87.
Damn.
Michael
So,
Jackson was ahead of his fucking
They
time.
took, they played
Controversial
they
statement.
made the Speed
It
Demon
was.
video out of this movie. So they shot this movie, and there's a part where they play Speed Demon, and Mike's on a motorcycle or whatever, and he's.
Yeah.
David brought it to my attention the other day. David Lincoln Mann, good friend of the podcast.
Shout out.
D-Man.
He brought it to my attention that scene where they're on motorcycles blasting through town. It's all
69.
Portland.
Really?
Yeah, you can see they're just going through Portland, going across the bridges
Which
and stuff.
movie is this? Sorry.
It's the Speed Demon music video, which came out of the Michael Jackson's Moonwalker.
Okay.
Um,
That's
but
tight.
it's because the people who did the animation are from here, right?
It probably is.
So I wonder if
probably is.
there's, you
Yeah.
know, 20, 30 years later now
they've
they're
won.
doing.
They've won major awards out there.
Major award winners.
Well, this is big. You know what? Let's talk about major awards.
And you're oh, never mind.
Well,
Go ahead.
Well, let's talk about a major award.
Oh,
should we?
ABBA won a $500 smartwatch just for being a buff bro. Showed up to the gym, got his towel, powdered his nutsack, went out. They said, "Hey, look, you can get any smartwatch you want." He went Garmin.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I just walked into the gym one day, and the lady that runs it was like, "Hey, you won. Pick a watch." And
That's
yeah.
tight though.
It was kind of cool because I was thinking about
Kinda
getting
cool.
one, but
It's
I
a major
didn't-
award.
But I wasn't gonna spend that much money. It has nothing to do with an award, but you know, it's still pretty cool.
It's a major award.
was
That's
just
a
like-
huge fucking dude. For you to buy that, you'd have to sacrifice your daughter's food.
I would have gone into debt over
Yeah.
this. Yeah, and I've been wanting to get one actually for
But who can afford a fucking $300 armband?
especially because
Nobody
like,
I know.
the
Yeah.
phone GPS and shit when you're out in the fucking woods and mountains ain't reliable at
Right.
all.
It ain't.
And
It
so
ain't.
It ain't.
and so to have something that it has fucking all the other shit, the Galileo and
And this
on
shit
glass.
tracks your
Galileo.
heart, tracks your lungs, tracks your how big, how
Stress
much,
levels
how much
and-
fucking fluids flowing through
You know,
your day.
who knows how accurate
all
it is.
kinds of
But
shit.
it's cool. I'm digging it. I'm digging
Well,
it.
congratulations.
It's a major
Thanks,
award.
major award winner. Major
What did,
award
what
watch.
did the box look like, and how long did it take for them to get the watch to you? And how did they? Did they buy it online?
We're
Did
gonna
they
have to
one
start a
day it?
spin-off
Yeah,
podcast.
they bought it straight from Garmin, who shipped it in about, it was like 4 days, 3 or 4 days.
It's pretty quick.
That's pretty quick for a major award. Sometimes you gotta wait.
Oh,
3 weeks.
speaking of, here, let's talk about this real quick. I got a
What?
bone to pick.
Ooh, Zeb's mad.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
He always is.
I'm not pissed,
angry
but
with
listen. Okay,
Zeb.
so
He's always
late
mad at me.
late Thursday night,
Here's this.
I got on the T-Mobile website and I bought a new phone.
Okay.
Late Thursday night.
Congrats. Okay. Which
I-
means you're not getting till
I paid
Monday?
$24.99 for next day shipping.
Thinking you'd get it Friday?
No, I knew that wouldn't happen.
You thought you'd get Saturday.
No, when I think about it, I knew how this was all going to work out anyway, but I still did it. Overnight,
3
next
days.
day shipping through T-Mobile that I ordered Thursday, I will be getting on Monday.
That's bullshit.
What?
And you should have them credit
Then
you.
you didn't even
That's-
need to do pay the
Yeah,
extra.
you could have just done 3 days. You should.
Well, no, but here's the thing. I don't know if you guys are really familiar. They ship UPS. UPS and FedEx, I've found this out recently. If you don't pay for the fast shipping, they will literally hold your shit for the longer period of time.
Oh, because they're probably just like, well, not priority.
Yeah, exactly. So if you want it in 2 or 3 days, you have to pay. It's not like the USPS, the Postal Service, who will just bring you your shit.
Yeah.
Because everything's 2 to 3 day pretty much now with them.
That's bullshit.
Dude, this Speed Demon video is
I hope-
crazy.
I
because
hope-
Are you
it's all-
watching it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's all downtown like
Yeah.
back then.
It really is. That's
They
crazy.
showed the Oyster Bar, and it's
That's
just
pretty
funny.
cool. I hope UPS and FedEx go out of business. Because fuck them.
Dude, I really like
Amazon.
the Postal Service is so much better than
Postal Service is
Oh, I
government.
always go USPS, the FedEx, the private places.
Yeah, FedEx and UPS suck.
So this
Yeah,
is
you
like
suck
an
a dick.
instance in which socialism is better than capitalism. Fuck.
Amen. Amen, baby.
Tell that to
Bruh,
the church,
Yeah.
Comrade.
buddy baby.
Call-
Amen, comrade.
Call it the Russians now. I mean, shit.
Seriously.
Well, Russians aren't socialists.
Whatever.
I got a couple things on the list here. Couple things on the list here that I want to talk
Hopefully
about.
a couple.
Can I talk about Daredevil for a second?
Please.
Yes, Daredevil season 3.
You don't have to ever
I
ask.
started it. I actually want to keep watching
Dude,
it.
you're under the bridge of trust.
Daredevil season 3 is really good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
it's on one hand, it's both. It feels. I'm glad they did it right. They did a good job, but it also makes me angry that they couldn't get Luke Cage and Iron Fist right.
It is.
Like they're clearly
And
spending.
then it scares me that people are like gonna go, oh well, since those got canceled, Daredevil probably sucks, and nobody's gonna want
This-
marking the end of it.
Yeah,
you
dude,
know?
this third season of Daredevil was great, and obviously having Kingpin D'Onofrio back is
Yeah.
a big part of it.
I really wish they would have nailed Luke Cage. Like Iron Fist, I don't care too much about. Just like
Yeah, but if it had been really good, you
it
would.
would, yeah,
It'd matter.
No,
you know
absolutely,
what I mean?
it would have been tight, and it could have been for sure.
They clearly were prioritizing, and they're spending more time and more resources getting Daredevil right.
I mean, shit. Netflix is actually reporting cash flow statements at a loss,
Yeah,
even though they make billions
That's crazy.
every month.
because they're spending so much money.
to make original content.
That's so crazy.
Which is crazy. It makes you wonder how much people are getting paid for these things, right? And then they're finally going, "Oh shit!" Like, and that's the thing when you give creative reins over, like that's good, but it can also be bad, I guess, in instances like this where big projects that could be really good just fall through.
Right.
So it's like, fuck, you almost wish that they had a little more direction, or maybe they did. Maybe they had too much, and maybe it was
Guys,
Marvel's fault. Who
What
knows?
month is it? It's October,
It's November.
It's
Okay.
November now.
December, January.
This
February,
weekend
March,
is fall
April,
back.
May, June, July.
Don't forget to set
In
your
fact, it's
clocks back.
tonight.
We're
Yeah.
like 7 or 8
And
months.
if you're listening to this after the fact, you're probably late right now.
We're like 7 or 8 months away from fucking Thrones, baby.
Dude, if you're listening to this at 3 p.m. on Monday, guess what?
It's
It's not
4.
3, it's 2.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh, April Fools.
Did
It
you see
rolls
that?
back.
I've been seeing a bunch of Thrones news come up lately where they're
Bro.
like they leaked how it's gonna start or something like that.
You know what? I'm staying away from spoilers.
too.
Oh, dude, I'm not.
I don't
But
want to
then-
know.
And then didn't
Not
they just casted somebody?
Dude, I got
for
that.
the,
That's the big news.
yeah. All right, let's do some Thrones news.
Yeah,
Zeb.
yeah,
Take
yeah.
it away.
Dude, Naomi Watts.
Naomi Watts.
Naomi Campbell.
Nope. Naomi Watts has
Pull it
been
up.
cast
What's she look like?
in the lead role of the Game of Thrones prequel, which has had its pilot ordered now. HBO has ordered the pilot.
It's in.
They're making
Fuck,
this show.
Yes.
This is
Oh,
supposedly
she's so hot.
set thousands of years before the Game of Thrones that we know.
Oh, really? It's even old. It's even tinier.
Older, way older.
It's gonna be so tight. I think she'll be. I like.
But there's gonna be weird tie-ins. Do you think?
Like if
Or like
the Game of Thrones we watch now is Kanye West,
right.
the Game of Thrones prequel
Right.
is Jesus.
Okay. I know him.
2,000 years before.
He was a company man.
so things are very different.
Yeah, this is
It
gonna
should be.
apparently show us a lot about how where the White Walkers came from.
No way.
Yeah, I mean, then that was always the theory in the first place. Like, oh, they could go back to these real origins of these stories that we've heard about or had flashes of. And,
Totally.
And that's what I hope.
This
they
is
do.
before Westeros was split up into 7 kingdoms.
Oh wow, it was one big continent.
I mean, I don't really know all the details because
This is gonna be exciting.
I
I
can't
think.
remember anything anymore.
Right. There's only so much hard drive space, but
Maybe we'll see the Iron Throne be made.
Yeah,
why not?
maybe.
Maybe we'll
Maybe that's
see
how the prequel series
go up
ends.
to the continent. Yes. The.
Do you think
the-
there's gonna be dragons?
No.
Yeah, there's
no.
gonna have to be dragons.
No.
No?
Of course.
No. Oh yeah, there's gonna be dragons.
Well, why did you say no? Jesus.
Because to him, it is
Right.
so painfully obvious
Like,
that
of
there
course
will be
they're gonna have
dragons.
dragons. That would be weird if there wasn't.
Oh,
Right?
I don't know.
Wouldn't it be weird?
Maybe.
New thrones, but no dragons.
Yeah, maybe there's different versions, older
Yeah.
versions. Maybe we see how dragons evolve.
Yeah,
Maybe they come from horses.
Maybe they're a white fucking
maybe they're
Alber-
chickens.
Maybe they're a white
Oh.
Arabian fucking steed.
Maybe they're velociraptors.
Big ass chickens. Well, that's fantastic news. And is it gonna come on after the season finale?
Yes, it'll be after the next season ends. It'll probably be the following season.
They'll
Like
probably
soon
wait,
after? Like
No, they'll
boom,
probably wait a year.
Boom.
It'll probably be a year later. I
Oh,
would
how
think.
cool would it be though if season finale and now season
I don't
premiere.
think they want to. They don't want to. Put
and
too
now
much.
you know how they do that? And now season premiere.
You gotta hold out to keep the hype.
You know how HBO does that though? And now?
And now,
Right.
The season premiere of
And now
the HBO original series, Game
Uh,
of Thrones.
Da 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 da. Dude,
I'll tell you
I
something.
got goosebumps just thinking about it.
The
Dude.
Game of
I'm popping
Thrones-
some serious corn for
The
that.
Game of Thrones theme is my ringtone and my alarm in the morning. Still doesn't bother me. But you know how, like, if you set a song you like for your ringtone, it can fuck it up.
We've
for
talked
you?
about this
Yeah.
exact thing.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
ruin your day.
Yeah,
I,
it does.
I'm immune to my alarm. I sleep right through my alarm.
Oh,
now.
I do too.
It doesn't even
because
matter.
I love it.
anymore.
It's just Game
Really?
of Thrones. I'm like, I'm
Oh,
on an
man,
adventure.
I wake up hours before it, just in a panic. It's gonna go off.
Hours before your alarm.
Oh, dude, I was up at 4:30 today.
Just
man.
looking
I
at
am
it?
tired, to say the least. I'm tired.
Dude, you guys watched the Degenerates on Netflix?
Sure did.
I watched a few of the episodes. I watched Joey Diaz and Christina Plazitsky, and then I want to go back and watch.
You didn't
the
watch
other
Big
ones.
J's?
Dude, Big J's
J.
was my
Okerson.
favorite one.
No, I
Fuck
didn't.
yeah.
I wanted to skip back
Do you
because I had
follow
a
him at
limited
all?
amount of time.
I don't.
Oh,
no.
wow. He's
and
big.
I am not
He's big.
familiar
He's a
with
New York
him.
guy. He's a New York guy.
I've heard him on podcasts.
He's on the
like,
Bonfire. He's Legion of Skanks, which
been on
is.
Doug Loves Movies a bit.
You know what I loved about him?
But his podcast is big. Legion of Skanks.
Here's my one. He looks like Smoke if Smoke kind of let himself go,
if Smoke were in Smash Mouth
but also
or POD,
he looks like
I mean,
Yeah.
Rob Sonic if Rob Sonic kind of got his shit together.
Yeah.
like
Totally.
in between Smoke.
And he wears the
Rob
gloves like Dice Clay. He loves Dice Clay.
Yeah.
He has a kind of the same kind of rhythm as Dice Clay. He's a raunchy comic. He's funny.
You know what? He did too better than the rest of them, to me, my opinion.
Why?
He
His pacing.
no, he was vulgar and offensive without it feeling forced.
Yeah.
Where
Where the others are like, oh, this is.
I mean,
called
obviously they did this
Degenerates.
degenerates thing as a the point was kind of to just push the envelope
Right.
and be raunchy and be vulgar, but his felt so natural compared to everybody else's.
Yeah, I think
That's
they.
just how
I
he
mean,
is. Because even
Diaz-
Christina P, like her other comedy, isn't super raunchy necessarily.
Yeah, and
so it was
Diaz,
kinda weird.
if you follow his podcast, he's been talking about it for months. How the Netflix taping went horrible and his performance was horrible, and it's in the past, and it's a new fucking day, and he's had writer's block for 8 months leading up to it, and he made a big deal. He got really nervous
Which
about
is
it.
a shame because he hasn't had a special yet.
No,
but
he
he's
doesn't
such
have
a
one.
wide renowned comic.
And he's
that
a
people-
massive comic. He's huge. Like, he's got one of the biggest podcasts. You know, he's a massive following. Yeah. But you're right. He's one of those guys, and I relate with him. Like, when you put something on something, it stops the thing. Like, being in the moment, and he's an in the moment type of guy.
Right.
Like,
And then when
his
you're
thing
like,
is-
okay, we're taping.
when he's
this,
just
get ready
riffing,
in 6 months.
and he's on, and he's in that fucking fuck you zone. I mean, he's a monster.
Fuck
Yeah.
you, zone.
But when it's, yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter. It was still good.
It
And
was a
knowing
fun
that,
watch.
and knowing that kind of, I don't know, maybe kind of ruined it for me. Maybe he like sabotaged his own performance because if he wasn't saying that to the public on all of his fans for so long, you wouldn't think that. You think it was funny, like, and it was funny.
Right.
It was good.
It was funny. I laughed at his set for
But
sure
there's
quite a
probably
bit.
a lot of people that have seen him on fire.
His laugh
and
though,
everything.
yeah, because he goes off. Like that's what he's known for. It's just fucking going off on some shit, like. But it doesn't matter. It was good. I just love when he like realizes and just does
Yeah.
that fucking laugh.
Yeah,
That's the best. Yeah, he's honestly one of my favorite comedians.
I know.
He has been for a while. He's funny, man. He's a crazy guy.
What else is big news out there?
That's
I think what else have I watched?
that's about all I
really?
got. What are you guys into?
I've been watching Adam Ruins Everything
Yeah.
because that's on Netflix now.
Yeah.
And as a trivia person, I love it.
Oh, I got big news.
What's your big news?
Fucking Making a Murderer
Season
season
two?
2.
I
we
haven't
talk about
watched
this
it yet.
last time?
Yeah,
No,
did.
we didn't because I didn't watch it. I brought it up because I was like, "Oh, this is a big deal."
Oh yeah, it was
Um,
coming out.
That's right.
And
So how
then
is it?
I realized I haven't finished the first season.
It's really good. Went back on accident and started watching it from season 1.
And didn't realize.
yeah, and I'm about 3 or 4 in. It was
I
like,
feel like this has happened to you on different shows
but
too.
Kimmy hasn't seen it, so we watched all of it, which is a lot of Making a Murderer. Fuck, it's like 25 hours or some shit.
Jesus.
Um,
That's enough.
but spoiler, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They don't
What?
get out. Okay,
You just spoiled
Why
it
would you do that?
but you can look it up. It's you can
because
look,
it's all really happened already.
it's happening
It's
in
just
real.
like the Robert before.
It's happening in real time right now.
That Bob Durst shit.
Bob Durst, yeah, the Jinx.
Oh Jesus!
That
shit.
to me is still the top of the line as far as those.
That was the craziest
murder
thing that's
docs.
ever happened.
Cray,
Right?
cray.
Right? That's the craziest thing that's ever happened in like documentary or.
Documentaries probably. It was
He
pretty
admitted
wild.
to murder on camera.
Yep.
Holy shit balls.
Holy shit balls.
On accident in
But
a
it's
burping
good.
fit.
You get this crazy attorney who takes on the case. Who obviously there's a lot of fame chasing in season 2, right?
Right, people are like, "This is hot."
It is.
People
hot.
are into
It's
this.
a big thing. It's
I
a big
mean,
story.
like the Innocence Project is no joke. There's an estimate. There's a lot of people estimated to be.
I don't think he
actually
did it.
innocent
I really don't.
and
Like
on death row.
I don't think he did it. And I don't think the stupid fucking kid did it. Like he's a moron. Don't get me wrong, but I don't know, man. It's hard to tell though. It's just hard.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of evidence,
And that's the thing. It's like
there's a lot
part
of
me almost
evidence
feels
planting these cops. Like if these cops fucking did it, they planted a murder, straight up.
Right.
And it's
I think they do that a lot, though. A lot more than
yeah.
than we know.
And in our judicial system,
Jiu-jitsu system.
Jiu-jitsu.
it's set up to protect them, right?
Yeah.
And they knew they were going to get away with it if they did it. Like you can't ultimately prove it by a, and there's so much doubt. They found the body on his fucking property for fuck's sakes, right? They were
Right.
his blood was in the car. But this lady, this high case lawyer, she's famous for getting people out of wrongful convictions. Like she's done a lot of them, I guess.
Yeah.
And she goes through and breaks this case down to like the finest detail, like recreates everything. It's good. It'll suck you in,
Yeah.
but you get to a point where like I can't watch another episode. It's a lot. It's heavy.
And mentally heavy, yeah. Just like fuck, this is going on, and you're thinking about dude and all that shit.
It's a no matter what, it's a tragedy on both sides of that story.
Yeah, a
And
woman was
a
murdered.
woman was murdered, and maybe
man might
possibly
be.
a guy spent most of his life in prison, and a kid
They may not have done it.
went to prison at 16.
Right.
They pushed this shit. Like they didn't take time to. I mean, dude, they fucking made him say this shit. It was crazy.
I mean, so did you ever listen to Serial?
I don't think I did.
Because
I
that,
don't think
like,
got to
I
it.
mean, that I think really set in stone like this kind of fucking documentary innocence, like entertainment in a way.
Yeah.
But like that story's super nuts too, and that dude's still.
I got
behind
into like what's Sword and Scale.
Well, that shit's fucking crazy.
Yeah. I got
But the like Serial is like a series of 10 episodes all about this one particular circumstance. Serial number 2, the second season, was about Bo Bergdahl, the guy that deserted in Afghanistan.
Oh, okay.
But it wasn't as good, in my opinion, as the first season, which was just
Is this a podcast?
yeah.
All right, I gotta check it out.
But that first one, Adnan Syed, yeah, he's like getting closer to getting new trials and stuff. Like, but it's a really interesting story.
You're in a real pickle if you get put in the old pokey. It's not easy to get out.
Real pickle in the pokey.
Real
Oh,
pickle
my,
in the
get a
old
pickle
pokey.
It's
in
not-
the pokey.
It's not like you can just turn the jar and pop on out.
Can I tell you guys something?
Please, and then let's wrap this bitch up.
December 5th at the station
Mm-hmm.
on Northeast Alberta, if
Yeah.
you're familiar, Cool Nuts is holding a toy drive,
Cool.
Nice.
Very nice.
which will have a free food from Mondo's.
Ooh.
They're catering
Oh,
the
fuck
event.
Yeah.
What is the
Um,
date again?
Fuck yeah.
December 5th at the station on Alberta.
That seems like a very
drive.
fucking holiday spirited.
Cool Nuts,
I love the holidays.
if you're
got-
unfamiliar,
Yeah.
is a local Portland
Legend?
artist, musician,
Legend?
rapper. He's a staple in the hip hop community, but I think he's also probably a staple in just the music community
Yeah.
in this city. And he's been throwing toy drives and such for years. He's always, trying to help out, especially
Being a
around
part of
the holidays.
community, for
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
So
That's
December 5th at the station, free food from Mondo's.
Cool. That's cool.
Go down there, bring some toys or whatever.
I bet Carl will go. He's got all kinds of toys.
Carl does have toys.
What was that voice?
I don't know. Shout out to Carl.
Get over
Interesting.
to
Why he popped some corn for this?
Popping corn.
Which
to the toy drive and give some.
I could
I
go
missed a
horse.
fucking wrestling pay per view yesterday. And I pretty sure it was a fucking monster pay per view. Brock Lesnar, fucking Triple H, and
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels wrestled
Hulkster.
Kane and Hulkster was there.
Yeah, Hulkster was there.
What the fuck? I gotta go watch.
I heard Shawn Michaels. David was telling me about it. Shawn Michaels shaved all of his hair off.
All right, no spoilers, please. I said.
Oh, that's a spoiler.
Please no spoilers. I gotta go watch it.
Shawn Michaels doesn't have any hair.
That's a spoiler.
No, it's not.
Well, Daniel Cormier and Derek Lewis are fighting tonight.
Yeah, you're
know.
not watching
So we
it,
gotta
Chase.
get going.
Yes,
What are
I
you talking
am.
about?
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm.
You're watching what?
We'll see.
The
I'm gonna
wrestling?
go watch wrestling. I love wrestling.
How are you gonna watch it?
Dude, I have the WWE app, dude.
Oh, you do?
Of course.
$9.99,
No,
right?
Carl gave it to me, dude. I use
Oh,
Carl's.
Carl, shout out.
Yeah.
See, be our fan. Join the Patreon.
Go-
We
yeah,
will
go to
use your
Triple B-
passwords.
Go to
Right.
triplebpodcast.com.
That's how it
Uh,
goes.
To our patrons, obviously, thank you. You're the best.
You're
But
gonna
we're
keep-
going to be getting you guys these keychains, these
And I'm gonna
handmade leather.
And I'm gonna handwrite a letter and hand mail it to you.
I hope you use a feather and pen.
I'm
a
gonna
quill.
mail it.
and blood.
I'm gonna write a fucking heartfelt letter to each person.
Make sure you
You
subscribe.
better not lie about
If you
it.
I'm not
subscribe,
lying.
if you subscribe on YouTube
I'm not
and
lying.
hit the little bell there,
I
you'll
care
be
about this.
alerted when we go live.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, because we're not really good at scheduling exactly
Because
when
we
we're
don't
going to be
fucking
doing
know.
this.
We never know.
Yeah,
Because
and that's just
ABBA
how it
always
is.
has volleyball,
You have
soccer,
volleyball,
cage
I do
fighting.
not
Yeah,
play
you
volleyball.
talk all the shit you want now, but
You
you're
gotta
a
be
few
close-
months away
he's
from
gotta
having
be
a kid
close to
yourself.
his house.
Yeah, you've
Gotta
had
be
your
walking
times.
distance. We got to eat walking distance. To
That's
Abba's
not
house.
true. It just happens to be that there's a lot of
Ow.
good places.
Me and Zeb have picked up on a little pattern. But it's all good. No
Hey,
worries.
pick a place. I'm fine with
Hey,
it.
pick a pickle.
Subscribe, share, tell your friends, please. We appreciate you.
Listen, I'm tired, man. I've been yelling for 2 hours.
You're the
I'm
best.
exhausted. I've been up
Thank
since
you to all of
4:30.
you who tuned in to the
Yeah,
live
thank you.
stream.
Yeah, peace
Shout out to all of you who didn't and are now listening to us how you normally would.
You got to go look for a horse.
We
I do.
appreciate you all different ways. Shout out to Mitch over there at the Nerd Out. Thanks for having us. You guys
Yes,
are
indeed.
Great restaurant.
best.
Thanks, dude, for a good experience again.
as always. Any regrets today, fellas?
No, not at all, man.
Zero, dude.
Wonderful time.
Drove a truck, poured some concrete, hung out with my boys.
Yep.
Check out
it.
check out Wednesday nights at 9 p.m. I do a live Seahawks podcast, the Seahawks Fan Table podcast with
Check
my
that
boys
out.
Sammy and Ross. If you're into the to the
Sammy!
Seahawks here, as I am, we're breaking down everything. We're experts. We're literally football experts.
Carl-
like we're breaking
Dude,
down
Carl sent a
everything.
picture, guys.
Hey, did you hear that?
Can you guys see this? This is from our #1 fan watching our live stream, popping a corn.
Dude, shout out to Carl, man. He's been with us the whole time
Yeah,
chatting.
he's the best, dude.
I can't
Thank you, bro.
obviously get to every chat
That's the
comment,
coolest thing.
but it was cool
But
to have
hey,
you
but
and
if
Raj
you message me direct,
and
because I've given
Azrael.
out my number a million fucking times on this podcast, so and I haven't changed it. I'll fucking respond. I don't care. Send me a dick pic, whatever. I'm not scared.
Yeah. So,
Chase welcomes dick pics. Good to know.
I do.
he does. He will. He'll take any dick or dick pic
I'll take any dick.
or dick.
Got to end it on that.
We didn't get enough dicks in this episode,
Nope,
so
we
the
had to just
dick,
throw
dick,
them in
dick,
it.
dick,
Did I
Jam
do
'em
good?
in at the end.
I did pretty good
You
today.
did pretty good.
You did all right,
It
man.
wasn't bad.
Broke my
It was
toilet.
Good.
Fixed it.
Did you fix it? Because I'm about to go.
He says he fixed
whiz.
it.
I fixed it, dude. I did pretty good. I don't think like I went over the top. I didn't get crazy. I didn't, you know.
Oh, hey, shout out to Henri Osborne, who's in Europe right now, touring
To-
Europe.
Really,
Really?
I don't know where he's going. He's
And
going all
that-
over the place.
Wow,
that
that's
Nervous
fucking
Hand
crazy.
album is
It's
dope,
good.
man.
Him and Jay Ohm are out there pushing Nervous Hand and the new mixtape, which he dropped
That's
on
right.
Halloween. What's it called?
probably
The,
nervous.
Rattlesnake
Hands?
Martinez.
Rattlesnake Martinez mixtape.
Rattlesnake Martinez.
Get on the Google and check all that
I
out.
That's a good name.
I still haven't listened to it. I gotta do that because I'm sure it's great.
Go to zebdak.com. That's where we recorded the entirety of that mixtape and
it
Nervous
features
Hand.
a bunch of people too, right? You got I Am Me.
Got IME on there. Got
Preston.
Scotty. IME from Woolsey.
We'll see.
Scotty Preston. Scotty Dell. Whatever he goes by musically, I can't remember
I
anymore.
think it's
One of
Scotty,
them.
though.
Scotty Del Preston.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah. So
Ugh,
do that.
I haven't seen Scotty
Check
in
out
so
all the
long, dude. I
things.
miss him.
Yeah, me
Big
too.
old bear.
Fuck, is he still
Miss
just a big old
everybody.
bear?
Oh yeah.
Just killing it?
Hugging. Just shirt off, hugging.
Really? Happy? Drinking whiskey?
course.
Shirt
Yeah.
off in the rain.
Of course.
That's awesome. Well,
Paps and a cheap little finger whiskey and just getting
Yeah,
tore
just
up,
a little pint of bottom shelf.
getting
doesn't
excited,
care.
yelling, getting loud.
Yeah, Scoot's in here screaming.
That's awesome.
He's on that Rattlesnake Martinez mixtape screaming.
Really
nice.
Yeah.
Can't wait to hear it.
It's good.
That's cool. Oh, yeah.
We
Well,
good?
it's been a good
Everything
hang.
good? You guys
we're
good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
Let's
good
go
with this.
fight horses.
Go
Awesome.
fight horses and fight each other.
Dude, so I did. I accidentally punched my horse. It kicked me right in the head and
Oh,
just
yeah.
took off.
Yeah,
What'd you
yeah.
get?
Yeah.
I meant to get on.
How
him,
many
but I pressed
horses
the
have you
wrong
killed? I
button.
lost my main horse and had to walk 17 miles.
I've only
It
lost
fucking
one. That,
sucked. I was so mad. I fucking hit a tree and killed my fucking. Oh, let's stop talking.
Thanks for listening, everybody. See you next time.
oh, I hate that when you
Horse
run
video
in,
games are the worst.
when you run into somebody on a horse and they start shooting you and you're
Nothing's
trying
worse.
to.